Kickback Podcast. Case and Gerard J.
Kickback Podcast. Kickback Podcast.
Hey, it's the Kickback Podcast, Season 2. Gerard J, ATL radio and TV personality, flanked by two-time Grammy nominee and my big brother Case, representing. What's up, boy?
How you?
Good. Alicia Coley is here.
Comedian Alicia Coley is here.
Do we have to say that every time?
I mean, you flanked by him, Mr.
My bad, my
R&B,
bad, listen.
Two-time
Flank-
Grammy
flanked by-
nominated.
wait,
say
I'm
that.
here.
Say
like
that.
comedian Alicia Coley. I'm here. I'm producer. I've been doing my rooms for 4 years right now. I've been doing another room for 2.5 years. I've been traveling. I've been with
You
people.
sound like the mad rapper right now.
Tell him
though.
about the gun
I'm
line,
gonna tell you
boss.
where I'm at, son. I'm gonna tell you where I'm at.
Yeah, about the gun line, boss. Yeah.
Welcome to the Kickback Podcast. Listen, I want to introduce a special guest, but before I do that, make sure that you let everybody else know who found us like you found us, how to find us, right? Go to that link in the Instagram at the Kickback P, at Gerard_J, at IM_Case1.
Case one, yeah.
Yeah, and at
Alicia Coley.
I was going to say it, but never mind. See, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we here and we're here for you.
attitude today.
You know what I mean?
You know, y'all treat me like a cousin, like a play cousin.
The
y'all.
ruffles today is sexy though. Like I
Hey,
like the little ruffle.
You know, I try to do what I do like
Yeah.
I'm doing it for TV. So
and
we
it's
we
pressed
in
too.
here.
It's not even rough dry.
That's
It's
because
like
I just took it out the package.
Aha, okay. So I want to introduce our guest today, and this guest is here for a couple of reasons, but we'll talk about that in 1 second. So he's a radio DJ, but not only is he a radio DJ, he's one of the best radio DJs I've ever heard. His DJ skills are absolutely incredible. He's all over the place. Has DJ for a lot of people, Donnell Jones and some other people. Super duper big radio superstar dude. J Tech is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank y'all, man.
And-
It's
and
good.
I'm glad you're here because today's show, we decided that all the serious stuff that we always have to do is all cool, it's all fun. But we want to have a good time today because Big Daddy Kane is coming to town tomorrow.
Yep.
And he's going to be at Josephine's, which is where you're going to be. Right?
Exactly.
If you are not in the ATL, Josephine's is a spot in Atlanta where Big Daddy Kane's going to come tomorrow. It's real loungy and real chill. They do a Thursday night spot there, and J Tech is the DJ.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
And we're all excited because Kane's coming. Case knows Kane.
Yeah, that's my man.
But the thing about Kane is that he's a huge influence of our culture, right?
Right.
And so today's show is going to be an ode to hip hop.
Oh.
We want to have just a hip hop conversation amongst everybody that was influenced by hip hop, which is everybody in this room for one reason or another, right? And so to bring in Kane and for the morrow and just bring in the whole hip hop energy, that is why we are all here like we are. That's why J Tech is here. So first of all, man, thanks for coming. We appreciate you, man.
Definitely.
Nah, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
The DJ is the first element of hip hop. You
Yes,
know what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
All day.
And you don't have hip hop without the DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so that's kind of how I want to open up the roundtable. Of course, again, with Big Daddy Kane coming tomorrow, I want us all to start kind of with our first exposures to hip hop, because I want the audience to be able to kind of get into us and the things that we don't necessarily talk about publicly a lot. And everybody had a different first exposure to hip hop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
guarantee
saying?
you Mine is different from both of you.
Yeah, it probably is. So who wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go ahead, go first.
Okay, so my sister is 5 years older than me.
Okay.
And so she always had records, and I always used to go to her room, and she had the do you remember the what's the white 3 trio group? Well, anyway, she had a record player.
Okay.
It was white and purple, and I always wanted to play on her record
I remember
player.
those. Yeah.
But you flip it
It
open,
was
you
kind of like a
unbuckle,
toy, but it wasn't a toy.
but you
Right.
unbuckle
I know exactly
the
what you're
case
talking
or
about, yep.
whatever. You unbuckle it, and then you.
And you
it
can
was
carry it
crazy.
around with you.
Right.
Yeah, like a
like a
Okay,
briefcase.
the 33, I think it
And
was
a
like
30,
45.
30,
Yep.
yeah.
Thank you. We
Yeah,
had
a DJ gonna know what the hell.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
And so I think my first, I can't remember his name was Frankie something, but it was the Double Dutch Bus.
Frankie Crocker.
Oh,
No, the double Dutch bus.
The Double Dutch Bus. The Double Dutch Bus coming
I had my computer in
down
front of
the
me.
street.
It's
Look,
gonna be
look,
on
look.
it. I'll say it right now.
Moving
'Cause- yeah.
Better shuffle your feet.
I remember that song, yeah.
Get on the bus
Oh.
and pay your
Your
fare
fare.
and
What?
tell the driver that you're going to a Double Dutch
Frankie
affair.
Smith.
She know that thing.
Yeah.
Frankie
She know that
Smith.
thing.
Frankie
So
Smith.
that was mine because
Frankie Smith.
I was like,
Oh,
and they was
drunk ass
like,
Frankie. I know personally.
woo, woo, woo.
But what you heard on the radio was probably Frankie Crocker that was playing it.
Hey.
Get that, like that save right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
gonna be wrong.
Right, and
She
because
don't,
I
know
was
about, she don't know
a,
about Frankie Crocker.
I don't know about
She's
Frankie
too young to know
Crocker.
about Frankie
Yeah, I
Crocker.
don't
Okay.
know.
She don't know about the Chief Rocker.
But because I
Right.
was a double Dutch person who jumped double Dutch too, like that was a song that kind of really stuck with me. So,
Okay.
and I still know how to jump double Dutch
Do you?
today.
Do you know how to
but you got-
turn?
I'm
or are
the
you
shit on
double-handed?
both.
Or are you double-handed?
But you
But I
gotta-
don't turn a lot because I
you
always win.
double-handed.
Because
She
I
double-handed.
win.
But you got to stretch first now though before you do it.
Nah,
don't you?
I'm good out here.
Oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
good.
All right.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Good out here.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Who wants? You want me? You want to go next case?
Oh, I don't care. My first exposure to hip hop, the first record I had my mom buy for me was Fatback Band with King Tim III. That was the first record.
What's that?
Yeah, see?
What's the
For
song?
your time. What's the name of that damn song? All I remember is when it got to and opened up the jacket and opened your bra, she's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
My mama wasn't feeling
Yeah.
that. Hey.
She was like, whoa, whoa, what's the name of that record? It's a Fatback Band.
Fatback Band.
Damn. So
gonna
that was your
look that
first
up.
exposure where you like, yo, this hip hop.
That's the name of it. King Tim III, Personality Job.
So that was your first exposure to
hip-hop.
To
Yeah.
hip hop. Okay. Okay. And so here's the thing. So notice how we all remember. Like real quick, you remember you remember, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And this is, obviously a long time ago. And it's like there are certain things in life, and the reason why this conversation makes sense and is gonna be good is because there are certain things in life that hold weight, that are poignant, that kind of supersede everything else that you deal with, right?
Absolutely.
And there are certain things that just have impact that doesn't have a timestamp on it. You understand what I'm saying? Like we talked about, that's before your time or certain ages, but it's funny that people that are, 20 years old now know who Melly Mel is and know who Big Daddy Kane is.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those type of things where it has that type of influence. What was your first
Timeless.
exposure to hip hop?
Sugar Hill Gang, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang. The message, I was like, what is that?
Right.
It is different. Listen, man, my mother was an R&B head, and she bought records from the record store every week.
Yeah.
And all I did was just hear different R&B artists, and then I got that exposure to that hip hop, and
Yeah.
I was just hooked forever.
Yeah,
It
the
was
message
a
was
rap.
different.
Yeah.
The message was definitely different.
The message was different.
So here's the thing. So for me, this is crazy. And another thing I want to go into too is that everybody in this room is from somewhere different, geographically speaking, right?
Yep.
And what you're going to realize is that regardless of where you're from, there's a funnel effect because we all meet in the middle, and the middle is hip hop culture. And that's something that can go for you too while you're watching and listening right now. And that's the whole camaraderie that we have to this whole hip hop thing. For me, it was LL Cool J Radio. Here's the thing. So when that came out, it was like that's the first thing I actually paid attention to. Like I had heard other stuff or whatever the
Yeah.
case is, but when that came out, I paid attention to it.
Box.
And yeah. Like my radio, believe me, I like it loud. I'm the man with the box that could rock the crowd. When I heard that, I was like, oh, I want to be involved in this in some type of capacity.
Yep.
And I'm in single digit years at the time, of course, and it's like you're looking at it and you're mesmerized by it. Then when I'm Bad dropped, it did it to me
Yeah.
again. You know what I'm saying? And
that
so,
was my joint.
but the thing that it was more so than those songs though was the other things, the other elements that came with hip hop, the style, the way you speak, the dress, the
clothes,
swag,
yeah.
like all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that I started to notice as a very young kid as well. You know what I mean?
And I got that firsthand because I'm from New York.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to
Right.
go into that in a
Yeah.
second too. Like, and then talking about Big Daddy Kane, not saying that because it sounds cool, but Big Daddy Kane was actually one of my major influences when he came out. When it was 88 and time to set him straight, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no half stepping. I was like, yo, and I got a high top fade in junior high school because of Big Daddy Kane.
I got a
can
better
I
one
tell
for you. I
y'all-
wasn't in high school, and one time I had my barber give me 3 cuts.
You had
the
3 cuts in the
eyebrow.
eyebrow?
Yeah, yeah.
See?
I wanted that. My mom said no.
Nah.
I wanted
You
it,
ain't
though.
supposed to have.
But I wanted that.
I wasn't
She
either.
told me no.
No, you could get them. You're a
Nah.
guy.
But let me tell you how I had, we had tape recorders and cassettes. And so I had to learn how to spell Big Daddy. Like, I was like, B-I-G-G-D-A, B-I-G-D-A.
I mean, the
Like, I had to learn how to,
B-I-G-D-A-double-D-Y-K-A-N-E.
I had to keep rewinding that. I'm like, I'm getting this spelling.
Yeah.
I'm getting
And
it.
he made sure you could spell it.
Right. And
Kane
I-
was like the B-I-G-D-A-double-D-Y-K-A-N-E. Dramatic. A-G-atic. Not like many. Come on, man. See, like, this is what it's about right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Word
this
to
is the
mother.
feel right now. You know what I mean? But that's, that, and that song came out in
Yes.
88. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, think about that.
No,
Yep,
that
it's
song
crazy.
came out in 90. That's his second album.
No, sir. No. Was it 88? No, Half
That's
Steppin' came
Smooth
out
Operator.
88.
Yeah, no
but
Half
y'all
Steppin'
singing
And the
Smooth
other,
Operator.
Smooth Operator came out 90. You're right. But
No,
that's
you didn't
oh,
say
shut
that.
up. Yes.
But it's something about that 20 years right there. I
Yeah.
say that 85 to
Oh, that was it.
2005.
That was it.
Like that's
That's it.
85 to 2005 just sparks nostalgia with I
That's
don't
it
care
right
who you
there.
are.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Crush Groove came
And
out.
what used to kill the party as soon as you let it roll, get bold, like you just can't hold back. Come on, man, so when that used to come on, it was over.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you see how our energy is right now having this discussion. We 4 minutes into this conversation right now. You understand what I'm saying? And so that is the ode to hip hop is such an impressionable thing amongst everybody. And I also believe, in the beginning, we all know this. They said hip hop was going to have a phase. It was going to last a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened is hip hop evolved. And it stayed ahead of the evolution curve, and it continues to do so.
Absolutely.
Right? And so that's what keeps it relevant. Now it's the biggest industry in the world. So these are the things that we have to discuss, especially geographically speaking, because you're from New York. You're from the epicenter.
Yeah, so we were seeing all that with the fat laces and the graffiti and the breakdancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's all we was doing in middle school, trying to break dance, popping.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Bring the cardboard out in the middle of the street.
Oh no, we be right in the
B-boy.
lunchroom. We be right in the lunchroom doing it.
See, so you're also from New York. You're from Buffalo.
Yep.
Now,
Upstate.
how was it coming up in Buffalo? Was it the same type of feel as it was in the other boroughs? No different.
No different. Even though you weren't right there in the 5 boroughs, I mean, you still felt the impact because
Yeah.
I mean, for those artists who were moving at that time, that's an easy run. I could drive 4, 5, 6 hours and go get a check. It was always coming.
Yeah, you
always
go to
coming. I
Fever,
wasn't.
You go to the Fever, the Roxy, Latin Quarters, all that.
Yep.
I want to go into that too because you're from the place case where these memorable spots that are pivotal moments in hip hop, like the Roxy, like what's the one that Queen Latifah was talking about that she used to go to all the time, where a lot of people got discovered. The club I want to say it was in the Bronx or something like that, but
That's the Fever.
that's the Fever. Okay,
Yeah.
so you were in the
That's
area.
That was the first hip hop club.
Okay.
Fever.
Now, did you ever go to any stuff? I know you were
No, I
young
was too
then,
young.
but
No, I
I'm
was too
saying
young.
like these are places where I can't imagine like driving by these spots like right now.
The Fever is like where the first battles used to happen.
Okay.
Like Busy B and Kumo D and all. That was the beginning of hip hop. Was the Fever.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Now let's go over to my right because Philly is in the building.
Hey.
Another epicenter, you know what I mean?
Come
Another
on,
place where
215.
another place where it's rich. Talk about the Philly influence when you were a kid.
I mean, a lot of times, of course, we were influenced from New York or
Yeah.
whatever, but we saw, Fresh Prince and
Yeah.
DJ Jazzy Jeff. Like it was amazing. I didn't go out. I wanted to go out, but again, I had a sister who was older than me, so she would go to those places, and we had a place called a Hole in the Wall.
Okay.
And I was like, I want to go, but I never was able to go. But Sunday nights, I know I'm in there. I'm on the dance floor when it's like 21 and over or 21 and younger. I'm in there.
The teen night.
Yep. Or old school Sunday, no school Mondays. I was in there on Sunday night.
That's creative. I never heard that one.
Wow,
Old school
yeah.
Sunday,
Sunday,
no
no-
school Monday. I like that right
I was
there.
in
Need
there.
to carry
So
your
Write
ass
that
to
down,
school.
young man.
it was no school Monday. It was
need
that
to
means
carry
it
your ass
was,
to school.
Memorial Day or Labor Day.
They do this all the time, Tech. Don't worry
You
about
know.
this.
Nope.
And I
It
just
was
let
Martin
it go.
Luther King. Like I didn't have no school on Monday. Like fight the powers that be. I didn't
Case
have,
looks so
I
disappointed in
didn't
you
have
right now.
school. It was Monday, sir.
I believed in you.
I don't care. I was doing the Cabbage Patch. I was on the Snake. I was doing all them dances.
Yeah.
That was out at this time. Like what was the this one? I can't remember what it's called,
Prep.
but yeah, there we go.
All
That's
that.
the prep right here.
Yeah, that's the prep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so all
the
of
Roger
this-
Rabbit.
There you go.
Rabbit and the Reebok.
The
Yeah, Reebok.
And
Yeah.
the Cabbage
RoboCop.
Patch.
And the Jerry
Cabbage
Lewis.
Patch.
Man, look.
I did all
Jerry
them
Lewis.
dances.
You see? Now let's
Let's
bring it
the
up.
Pee Wee Herman.
Now
I
watch
did
this.
that too.
Now watch this. I'm gonna bring it all full circle, right? I'm from Denver, Colorado. Okay,
Who was in there?
there's a
The
lot
Rapping
of
Duke?
You would not think that you would not think the influence was as strong, right?
Right.
But watch this. In Denver, Colorado, it was the exact same effect that all of you guys just mentioned, right? We were doing the same. We was breakdancing, we was popping, we was freestyling, we were doing all those type of things. But I'm in the middle of the country. And so the point is just to talk about how strong of an influence hip hop was from its inception.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? For
sure.
Here's my question. So in Denver, was it happening at the same time or was it happening was y'all like a little behind
So
because there was no internet and stuff like that.
yeah,
Right,
so
right.
from what I can remember, because of course I wasn't around when hip hop first started, right?
Mm-hmm.
But from what I can remember, like if you're talking 84, 85, 86, it was the same stuff that y'all, it was LL, it was Run DMC, it was the same influences. Like used to wear the suede Pumas with the fat
Yeah,
laces,
I mean,
all of
before
that.
it got
Commercial. You're
Yeah,
saying.
because Run DMC is when it got.
Yeah. Now, see, I wouldn't really know before that, because I wasn't around. But
Right,
when I got old enough to remember, we're talking like 84, 85. That's about the barrier of my remembrance, right? Because I'm 3-4 years old or whatever. So it's like. But it was just as impactful as it was you would see on TV and stuff like that, right? You would because we would watch, and then I remember when Yo MTV Raps came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
What year was that though?
Yo, MTV Raps like 87,
like 80,
I think.
yeah,
I think it
something
was
like that.
87.
And when that came out, it was huge in Denver. Like it was, we all
Yeah,
was-
that's what brought hip hop to the rest
mainstream.
of America.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you what we didn't have that I hear a lot of New York people talk
We had
about.
New York hot tracks.
See, okay. So what I was gonna say is like one thing that I know is different from a lot of people that are from New York is that you would go to school a lot of times and they would have like breaking battles in school.
Oh, yeah,
And
they
y'all-
have rap,
See,
yeah.
we didn't really have
Yeah, all
that.
that.
We had to kind of create our own demographic of doing that type of stuff.
So
So
the whole lunchroom was beats on the
Yeah,
table and people
yeah.
freestyling.
Yeah, yeah.
There was people over there
Yeah.
breakdancing.
yeah.
Yep.
And I was on the beatbox. Honestly, like I did rap a little bit, but I was on the beatbox, and I was.
All you
I
heard
was
was people making
decent.
beats on the table, and then people started using the quarter to
Yeah.
make it. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
And somebody rapping.
Yep.
Yup.
But and then if you like another thing about Denver too is it absorbed the different elements of the culture from different parts of the country too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because what was happening was in California they was popping and breaking and doing all that, and it was that whole electro thing back in like breaking. Right, all of the movie breaking, all
Right,
that.
right.
We got influenced by all of that too. Like it was kind of like it was a big
y'all in the middle,
conglomerate.
yeah, yeah.
Because we're in the middle, so it was a big conglomerate. Because really in Denver you have kind of a West Coast mentality in the majority of the places, but you have an East Coast influence as well because of where you are. So we got all of that absorption. You know what I'm saying? Which was kind of cool. And then of course when Texas and the South started to do things, we got that influence too.
Right.
So it's like we got shuffled by everybody, which was kind of dope.
Right.
Because you got to formulate your own opinion about what you like. And I remember as hip hop progressed or whatever, I remember like all my boys I grew up with was pretty much West Coast fans. You know what I'm saying? And I was the East Coast hip hop dude. Like I loved Big Daddy Kane and Tribe and Busta and like I loved that. Because I was a fan of lyricism.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was my thing. I was a fan of lyricism. And so, but it was funny because I was kind of alienated because I was kind of the only guy in my squad that was really way over there like that.
Right.
Like I didn't really mess with West Coast hip hop too much until the Snoop era came out, 93, 94, 90.
NWA.
Nah, I wasn't.
Man, you missed
I
a good-
wasn't.
that was
I
a good
wasn't.
Let me tell you
era.
something.
I
I used
wasn't.
to love NWA, and back then,
It wasn't cool to in New York.
and niggas used to get in my car and be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah,
I'm like, nigga,
right.
get out there.
Yeah.
I used to be blasting NWA.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Yo, what you listening to Jerry Curl?" I'm like, "Nigga, this shit is fire, nigga."
Right.
All my friends would be like, "Yo, come on, man, we can't hear some?" No,
Yeah.
you cannot.
Yeah. See, I wasn't.
You know what?
Like, go
You know
ahead.
what? Case brought up a point he asked earlier. Was it delayed? Was the impact of it delayed? And I'm sure that it was because I don't think that people really started getting the music as fast until the mixtape era started happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Once the mixtape era
it started
started happening,
circulating. Yeah.
it started
Yeah.
circulating real fast because you started seeing DJs break these records
Yeah.
via mixtape. And the king of that was Clue.
Yep.
Because the labels were in New York. So Clue was able to go to the label, get it before anybody else get it, drop it on a mixtape, and then it spread.
That's a good point too.
And see, we had a whole nother thing too. We had, speaking of the mixtapes, this is where hip hop soul came from. When Ron G and them used to, and Kid
Uptown.
Capri, they used to play like have Anita Baker acapellas and put a hip hop beat under it.
Right.
That's
Yep.
where hip hop soul came from.
Wow.
They used to put it on mixtapes, and Puff heard it, was like, hold up.
Yep.
Because remember, they used to have, and that's when been around the world, and
Right.
they used to have Anita Baker, and it have like big beat under it or something. Niggas
Yep,
like
a break
yo,
beat.
It'd have a break beat under it.
So it's about the influence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're doing an ode to hip hop. Big Daddy Kane is coming to town tomorrow. This guy J Tech is gonna DJ at his event. So we wanted to just kind of do that, have fun with hip hop, just to salute the gods. You know what I'm saying? Salute the culture, salute the evolution of the culture. And we're gonna go out tomorrow night and have a good time. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be great. And talking about Big Daddy Kane, like you can name different artists or different groups or whatever in hip hop, and you always have something that sticks out about that person or something like that in terms of the group. group. For Kane, for me, I feel like Kane was the first person to turn a hip hop show into a show.
Yeah, so definitely a performance.
Yeah, because he fused
It was
R&B
like some
and
James
hip-hop.
Brown shit.
Yeah, and he's the first hip hop artist to go on stage and be dancing and doing all that stuff and having choreography
And make
all
it
those
look
things.
cool, too.
And make it look cool.
Yeah.
What was it, Scoob and Scrap Lovers or something?
Yeah, Scoob and Scrap.
Yeah, his dancers was
Yeah.
them
Scoop
two
love on my
dudes.
brother, Scrap love on my other. Yeah, that's my nigga too. Scoop is my nigga.
But see that evolution, like that cultural movement is the part that's so dope because you can think about other people. I can throw a name right now. Y'all be like, oh yeah, he started with the blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So that's the element of hip hop that I think is really dope, is because it created believers out of people that didn't want to believe.
Yeah.
That's
You had
real.
no choice.
Right.
Well, it's the same thing like with rock and roll. It's the kids is what pushed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the movement. It was the kids. Same
Yeah.
thing with punk rock. It was
Yeah.
the kids.
It's kids.
Anything that's gonna be the voice of the youth is gonna win.
It's gonna move. Grunge, everything. That's how it always moves.
Exactly, because you can tell your kids, like, I ain't buying that. I'm not buying it. And they start crying. And you be like, how much is it? How much is
No,
this
not
record?
even that. They're gonna figure out a way to get it.
A way to
That
get
too.
it. Yeah.
But it's like no matter whether you're 60 years old or 14 years old, you're influenced by hip hop. Whether you're black, white, Asian,
And whether
Hispanic,
you know it or not.
and whether you know it or not. Exactly. And I feel like it's the one culture that is so beyond the music that it doesn't make any sense. It's almost mind blowing to think about an actual cultural sensation.
Yeah.
Where music is just one piece of it.
Yeah.
Thought process, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you walk, the way you drive your car, your posture. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things that you don't think about.
Remember driving the car, you couldn't even see the dude in the seat.
You know what I'm saying?
He in the back seat.
Hat tilted like
Like,
this with a
bro, who is
toothpick.
driving?
That's hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
This is like the Boondocks.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
And they
right.
put
Yeah.
that big subwoofer in the back of the trunk. You like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You're coming to my
Like
house
this nigga
again.
car is about to fall apart.
Yeah, right.
They
But that's
rattling.
hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
when the Suzuki Samurais came out,
Yo.
and all you would hear from 10 blocks away, you hear doom doom doom
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and you hear it getting closer and closer. By the time it passed my window, be like, Reagan was the president, but I voted for Shirley Chisholm.
People
You
are-
right there for 10 blocks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it set the alarms off on the
Yep.
cars that's outside
Yep.
park. You like,
Yep.
yo, this
But
is crazy.
all of that is hip hop, driven by the first element, which is the DJ. And I'm glad that J Tech came in here because, not saying this in front of people to be cool, but honestly, J Tech is one of the coldest DJs I've ever heard in my life. And I've been in radio for 19 years now. And I've worked with a lot of dope DJs, right? That dude is the top 3 DJs I've ever heard. And when I tell you that it's a science, I watched him perform. I watched him do his thing. And you watch other DJs because remember, that's the foundation of hip hop, the DJ.
Yeah.
And when you watch certain DJs like J Tech, I'm gonna tell you what he does that I think is incredible. He watches and feels the energy of the crowd that's in the venue.
Right.
And that enables him to be able to decide how to shift to get whatever out of them he wants to
Palm of
get.
your hand.
That's
Don't
important.
tell
Palm of
the
your
pro.
hand.
Man, don't tell the sauce.
No,
Move
but
the crowd.
that's hip hop. You know what
I
I'm
was just
saying?
playing.
Yeah, move the crowd.
So
Yeah.
expound on that a little bit because I think that a lot of people that are within this culture and that are immersed in it need to really understand the foundational aspect of the importance of the DJ. You know what I'm saying? In terms of your influence, what makes a DJ be a DJ? Because a lot of people in the radio world, people use DJ and personality in the same sentence and they think
they
it's
do.
synonymous. And it's not.
It's
Like
not.
I'm quick
Not
to
at
check a
all.
person. Oh, you're the DJ. No, I am a personality.
I had my
Because
first 2 DJs were 2 of the dopest DJs ever.
Okay.
I had my first DJ was Rock Raider. God
Wow.
bless his
That's
dead.
right. You did. That's
Had
right.
Rock Raider was my first DJ.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. And
God
the
rest Rock Raider's
and my
soul.
second DJ was DJ Clips from the X-Men. Those were my first 2 DJs.
Well, you fortunate
I used
like
to
a
be
mother.
Yeah.
Nigga, stop the show. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
used to sit
yeah.
there and watch that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and I remember I went. DJ Scratch lived in the projects across from my high school.
Shout out
And we
Scratch.
had talent shows, and he used to come and DJ. We was kids.
And tear shit down.
Nigga, I remember in 1985. No, not 85. It was in 89. And he did at a talent show with the Friday the 13th. I'ma play. And then it came up, niggas like, yo.
Scratch to that.
He
killed
went
it.
down. He's like, I'ma play Jason. And went down. He
Oh.
came up. He
Like
had a
this,
Jason
get under the
mask
table,
on.
come
I
up
was like,
with the
I'ma
face
play.
mask.
I'ma play. Came up with a Jason mask on.
Niggas went
Niggas
crazy.
went berserk.
Berserk.
See,
Berserk.
That's the impact. So talk about that part.
Man, listen, it honestly is well, I'll say this to DJs, especially when people always come to me and they want to learn how to DJ, and I'm like, look, the reality is this: everybody got the music, but it's what you do with it. I said, so if you have to control a room, you got to be able to. All right, they just came in, they playing the bar. I gotta find which women really gonna rock with me. She not drunk enough yet, but they lit. They got a birthday in that section. They done already had a bottle that came way too early. Oh yeah, okay, I'm finna work them.
You see that shit?
No, it's a science.
I love it.
Did you see?
I love
but
it.
do you see what I see when
It's
you
a
see? You know what I'm
science.
saying? Like the dude is surveying his land, like he, like it's
Right.
like
It's
great
crowd control.
quarterback. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and it's been very beneficial for me. I kid you not, when I'm a self-taught DJ. I was just so into the culture that I found my first pair of turntables in a dumpster.
Wow.
Really?
Dead ass.
That's crazy.
I kid you not. I said, man, this can't be nothing but God. My mother was like, get your ass here, take out that garbage. Cool. I take the garbage out. I go down to the dumpster. I take the garbage out. I open that lid and say, you fucking lying.
Wow.
And they get it. Please work. Please work. Please
Right.
work.
And they
He was
didn't
gonna
work.
put it together. Like, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
make them shits work.
And they didn't work. So what the story turned out to be, in the building that I lived in, it was a dude. He was a DJ or whatever, and got caught cheating. His girlfriend was like, I'm gonna hurt this nigga. And she took his turntables, cut the RCA wires off of them, and threw them in the dumpster. And I found them. I jumped in the dumpster, got them out,
Shit, yeah.
figured out, all I need is a wire with the same end, and I need to, all right, I'm gonna make this work.
Wow.
Electrical tape.
Right.
I made it work. 2 of them. I couldn't believe it. Bought myself a mixer, said hell with everybody, I ain't getting shit for Christmas because I'm about to buy this mixer.
Right.
And I'm about to get in the game.
Wow.
And then I remember they was like, okay, it was older DJs who were around. They was like, he's talented, but he want to start doing clubs. All right, I'm gonna take him under my wing and I'm gonna show him some things. The best piece of advice ever was, you got to learn how to read the room. If you learn how to read the room, you'll have a long career as a DJ.
Yeah.
And man, I'm going over 30 years, and I can't believe I just said that
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
dope.
But
That's
I really
dope.
am.
That's
That's
so
dope.
dope.
That's dope.
And you guys are gonna see how he is tomorrow. Like you've been somewhere with me, I think, when he was DJing, but he's incredible. Like
I've
the
been
dude
a
is.
bunch of places, but
Yeah.
I was fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, full disclosure.
And the truth comes out.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy because me and a friend of mine, we talk about how close comedy or hip hop is, and
Yep.
when you talk about read the room, for a comedian, you have to read the room
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah.
that's very relatable, because if somebody ain't fucking with you, you got to be able to cut
Pivot.
a left
You gotta
and be
pivot.
like, oh, okay, so y'all ain't fucking with me? Okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But y'all, you have to be like, yo, why ain't nobody dancing to my shit right now?
It's the
like,
pivot.
And it's the pivot. It's the pivot.
Yep.
Stand in it and make that shit work.
on
Yep.
a dime.
Because I already
Barry
got the
Sanders.
check. I'm like, okay, I got the check. I got to make these jokes work. You got the check. You got to make this room
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
Gotta
you
make
know?
a move. Yep.
And then at the end of the night, who was the fucking DJ?
Right.
Who was the DJ?
Right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
and that'd be so lovely when that type of shit happens. Like, oh, Alicia, I need to book you because you were funny. Blah 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 blah. Who was the DJ? I need him at my next event. You know what I'm saying? So that
love is the blessing.
Yes.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
On a music standpoint, to go around the room, were you guys most influenced by a certain region of hip hop in terms of East, West, North, South, or was it a certain sound when you were first getting exposed, or when you started to learn that this is something that you loved?
I'll go first. So I feel like I'm multi-musical. I say that all the time. And I like gospel, I like country, I like hip hop, I like all kinds of, just even what they're doing today, sometimes we can't even understand them. As long as the music is good, you like,
Mumble
oh,
rap, yeah.
I could flow with this. But even when back in the day when it was 2 Live Crew, like I was on that, I was like, yo, what? Y'all feel like you judgy. Don't be judgy, Case.
Don't be fresh.
Don't be judgy.
Don't be fresh.
Okay, I listen. I had to go and find I went and got my cousin's boyfriend's tape. I had a blank tape. I put a little piece of paper in there so I could record
You
over
should
top
have
of some other
Should have had Shirley Caesar.
Okay. Oh,
You're too damn young.
I said I like gospel,
Fast little girl.
but
Sick of this shit.
like I said, don't encourage him. Okay.
This is hilarious, though.
So yeah, 2 Live Crew, NWA, Beastie Boys, like everybody I was influenced by. Like I said, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince was the shit back in the day.
True.
I mean, and still are. They still, when you run them, it was kind of
Timeless records.
It was,
Yeah.
But that was
Jazzy Jeff is fucking incredible.
still incredible.
Still
and
nice.
I can't even not mention Corey Baby DST from Philly because he's a dope DJ and he's been on the scene in Philly for a long time. Like he actually, when you think of DJs in Philly, that's the first DJ that you think about. Besides, of course, Jazzy Jeff or whatever. But he's like the next one, and then you got more DJs that it's hip hop is amazing.
Yeah.
But I was influenced by a little bit of everything. A lot of cultures. Like I said, I can't believe you wasn't NWA. Like I don't know how you missed that.
I know I was there.
Right.
I didn't feel that.
And the DOC, like
The
everybody
DOC was dope. The DOC was dope. NWA I wasn't a fan of though.
And when Eazy-E like left NWA and he had his own album, like that was the
Like
shit.
here's the thing, I knew the story because I loved hip hop and the culture. I knew the story,
Right.
And I followed the story. I just wasn't a fan of their music. And the funny thing about it was, I wasn't a fan of their music because I felt like all they did was cuss a lot, and to me,
That's all niggas do.
fair enough. But to me, that wasn't. I just wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't. Like I'm honestly, and this is crazy, but I'm a fan of the rapper who don't have to cuss at all in the record, and I'm still like that to this day. I'm still like that to this day. Like I'm that fan. I'm a fan of Common. I'm a fan of course Tribe, Q-Tip. Busta. Like I was that. I was into that.
Me
Jay-Z,
too.
of course, to me is.
Jesus,
Don't
Lord.
get better than Hove. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So that's what it was. So the NWA's like I remember when Express Yourself came out, when the video came out, and I remember like the beat was dope because I always thought Dre and whoever his team
You
was.
can't count that as an NWA song. No.
How? Why not?
I mean, that doesn't really count.
What are you talking about?
That was them going for radio.
No,
You
but
can't
I thought
count that as
I thought that record was cool, except for lyrically speaking, I wasn't a fan of it.
Oh, got you.
You know what I'm saying? Now I respect it because I respected what they meant to the culture, and I respected what they were representing, like the messages.
Yeah.
I just didn't really like the way they articulated it. But that was just me because all my boys that's what they loved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was the shit.
So yeah,
NWA.
but I thought the DOC was dope.
Yeah.
When the G-Funk era came out, I thought when Snoop Dogg "What's My Name" came out, his first single as a solo artist.
That's 95, man.
That I know that record right.
No, that was 90.
No, it's 93.
Three.
93.
That's 93.
93.
93.
When What's
Okay,
My
you're right.
Name?
The singles
the
before
Chronic
the
was in
album.
92.
Yeah.
When What's My
You're
Name
right.
came out,
Damn, I said.
that was the best song ever in life. Snoop, number one, Snoop was killing it, but the beat, like that initiated a whole paradigm shift. Think about it. When that song came out, a paradigm shift in hip hop happened.
Nah.
Because yes, it did. Because
The
now you
paradigm
went.
shift happened when the Chronic came out. Actually, it happened when Deep Cover
The
came
Chronic
out.
came.
Deep Cover.
No, there it
The
is. You're
Chronic
right, Deep Cover.
Right.
But that
Deep
was
Cover.
Snoop.
Right. But that's what shifted it.
Yeah.
And then the Chronic completely shifted it.
Yeah.
and
Because
tossed
New
it
York
on its
had
head.
no
But wait, Doggy
choice
Style-
but to accept that record because
Right.
it was so dope.
The Chronic, the Chronic.
The Chronic was crazy.
Yeah.
The
Doggy
Chronic
Style
changed.
was
The
crazy.
Chronic changed everything.
Yeah, Doggy Style was insane. Like,
Yeah.
and so then I noticed that what it was that attracted me was lyricism. I knew that then
Yeah.
because it didn't matter where the artist was from. You know what I mean? It was just
As long as they was
lyricism.
spitting.
Yeah, lyricism and the production. I was like a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? And so it had nothing to do with that. But the NWA phenomenon, I respect it, and I still do. Right? I just wasn't necessarily a fan of the music.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Tech.
You know what? My background is a lot like hers. I'm very musical, of course, especially in my super early years. Boy, we was in church Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I got a lot of gospel influence, but I had a ton of R&B influence because all my mother did was buy records and buy records and buy records, and she would play them records over and over. Saturday all day cleaning the house, and you with the assist, and Anita Baker's in the background, crazy, and you ain't just getting the hits, you getting the B-side
Yeah, you
joints
getting everything.
too.
Yeah.
You getting everything. So a lot of my early stuff was a lot of R&B. That's why, listen, right now with the way the party scene is in this city, I can't lose. I know all the records.
Yeah.
But for me, I think like you said, I remember that whole 92 to 95 because I was high school by that time.
Yeah.
And I don't ever remember an album being as anticipated as that Doggy Style album.
Yep.
Like the world was waiting on that
because he was coming
album.
off the Deep Cover song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody's like, yo,
No, he
who
was
is-
coming off the Chronic.
The Chronic. Yep.
He was coming
What
off the
year did
Chronic.
Chronic come out? 92? Okay,
Deep
yeah.
Cover came out.
That's
and
right.
then the
Then the
Chronic.
Chronic, then
and
Doggy
then
Style.
remember, he was all over the Chronic,
Yeah.
and everybody was waiting on
Yeah.
shit.
And records didn't move as fast, so that album lasted a long time. It
Yeah.
covered a lot of time.
Yeah.
You really had
Yep.
2.5 years between the release of
that's
both of
true.
Or
those
to just
albums.
live.
That's true.
It just lived.
And that doesn't happen anymore either. But that's
Nah.
yeah.
You lucky if you get 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dead serious.
Like, for real.
Yes, I think that's terrible because
I
they don't
think
let
it's
people
terrible. Yeah.
marinate. Like you gotta marinate in some of the stuff and appreciate the artist and what they deliver. And it's like
It's
like okay,
oversaturated.
on to
You
the
don't
next.
get a chance to
like
anymore.
yo, come on, like let's enjoy this. Like Hours and Hours. I'm just going to talk about her real quick. Like Hours and Hours it went viral and everybody started doing their whole thing with that song or whatever. And it's like okay, what's next?
But that lasted
Yo.
longer than most stuff lasts nowadays.
You think so?
because of
Hell yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
It lasted long.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And
Because-
we radio dudes. Yeah, buddy.
That
Yeah.
lasted a lot longer than stuff lasts nowadays.
And honestly, records right now, it's funny that we even got on that because records are lasting a lot longer now. Like, I want to say maybe the last 12, 13 years, like that. You got 8 to 10 weeks on a record at the most. Now you're seeing a lot of records really stick around for a long time. Like, I can't tell you, Young Blue and Chris Brown, the baddest, radio has been playing that record for
that
almost
right
a
there,
year.
God bless you. That right there was, yeah.
A great record, and it's literally been on the radio in people's power rotation for about a year.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the reason that that's happening is because, and I really hate to say this, but it's so true. The music, the quality of it has just lessened and lessened. I mean, I really feel for trap. I really feel for trap music right now because I feel like there's maybe Lil Baby is the only dominant artist in all of trap music, just period.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
I don't see any others, and it's so much of it. It comes out so fast that people
You don't even get a chance to like live with it, digest it.
Nope.
It's just the next one is out.
Nope. And
Yeah.
I also believe that that's happening because a lot of these artists today, there ain't no love of it. It's just something to get.
It's a hustle.
It's a hustle. It's no love
And
of
there's
it.
no gatekeepers.
Man, you
That
hit
part.
that on the
Number one.
head. No
That's-
gatekeepers.
There's no gatekeepers, so any and everybody can just throw any shit against the wall, and if it sticks, it
The
sticks.
stick is stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game today.
Case, coming from New York in the era that you grew up, because when you have your exposures to hip hop, it really is just about where you are in New York at that point. You really, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there was like, did you feel like this is centralized here where I'm at and doesn't exist anywhere else, or how did that work in terms of
Well,
how?
at that age, that was the world to me.
Yeah.
It never occurred to me that there was
A world outside
other,
of New York.
Yeah.
outside of where I was at. You know what I'm saying? And so it never even occurred to me that there was other.
Right.
Because I remember me and my man Kwame, we was going to register for high school in 1985 in the summer, and all we kept hearing was check out my melody. And we was like, what the fuck is that? And they kept playing. We got arrested that day. That's another story. But that's all you was hearing was like doom doom. It was like, yo, you heard this yet?
Yeah.
Remember how that set the world on fire when that came out?
You know what? I feel like Rakim and Eric B. both they don't get the flowers that they probably deserve.
Nah, they didn't.
I
That
just
was the
wrote that
first
down.
hip hop record that I could think of that set the streets on fire.
Yeah, check out my melody was insane, and then
Check
it
Out My
didn't stop.
Melody's-
It didn't stop.
It was
steamrolled.
everywhere. It was everywhere.
And see, and I was younger when they came out, so I was like, who is the DJ? Like, who is Eric B and who is Rakim? Because I
Right.
didn't
Shout
know.
out to Eric.
I was
That's my
like,
dog too.
I was like, okay, but you know, me being younger, the first person that you hear rapping is who I thought
Right.
Eric B was,
Right.
and I was like, nah, that's y'all sure? Oh, so the rapper's Rakim? Ah, okay, they tricked me with this, but they was the shit back in the day, like, and still probably would.
That song set the streets
Still
on
be
fire.
able to do an old school concert and like just rip that shit.
Oh, all
As
the
soon as it
time.
come on, like I haven't seen them in a while, so
I
Rakim
have-
tearing shit down right now.
But so
Yeah,
for
he
me,
is.
it was check out my melody. Then it was Lottie Dottie,
yeah.
and then it was
I was hella young.
yeah. See, I was in like middle school.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I was
same
in like
here.
8th grade, and then it was on the radio. It was either Red Alert or one of them would only play. You would hear wow wow wow. Hey yo, Chuck. These suckers, and he'd be talking. He'd be like, "Yo,
Enemy.
what's that?" And then he'd be like, "Because I'm Public Enemy." And I'm like,
Number
"What
one.
the?" And then what else set the world on fire was Brothers and Sisters.
Yeah, Public Enemy.
I don't know. Bet Yes.
Yeah.
The
How low
rhythm,
can
the
you
rebel.
go? That
That's the
one
wrong.
too.
That's the wrong song.
Wrong song? Okay.
That's the wrong song. But I love you though. But I love you
Go
though.
ahead, sing it again. Go ahead. Sing it one
I
more
love
time.
a hip-hop
One more time.
conversation,
One more
baby.
time. What
Huh?
was it? What was it? Come on. What'd you just say?
Brothers and sisters,
Uh-huh.
I
Look
don't
at
know
his
what
face,
this
look at his
world is coming to.
Uh-huh.
He's serious as hell.
Yes. The rhythm, the rebel. Without a
Without
pause, I'm
you know,
lowering my level.
Okay, I
Okay,
know.
she
Okay,
got you. She got
okay.
you.
Well, you
Yeah.
never been a man.
Thank you. I had to get it back.
That's
I
the
knew it. I
dopest
knew
group
it.
in hip hop history, FYI.
And it was a ton of art, and it was a ton of groups and artists that were still coming out around that time that, like I said, they probably didn't really get their flowers either. But
Right.
but they gave something, real, valuable to the culture. I remember I was in the groups like X Clan.
I used to love X Clan.
Oh man, I'm talking about they was dropping some
I used to
gems.
love X Clan.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
X Clan was my shit. By the
X-Clan was
way,
dope. X-Clan was dope.
matter of fact, I'm
get
listening
to
to
the
X Clan
point.
the whole way.
Rock this funky joint. Hey.
I mean,
Rock this
so-
funky joint. Yep.
You mentioned Eric B. and Rakim earlier. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I want to say about
Always scared to go
Rakim.
and boo.
Oh damn!
I wear boots and beads.
Here you go.
I just started something.
Yes, Clan was dope. Going back to Rakim, my first impression. This is crazy because to be so young and to think about this is now that I think about it as a grown man, I'm like, damn, I was on some other stuff, right? Because I felt like Rakim was always way ahead of his time.
Indeed.
He was.
And I was a fan of that because
That was the first person that changed the way people rhymed.
There
Until
you go.
Rakim came
That's
out.
where I was about to go.
Yeah, everybody was
Yeah.
rhyming like old school rappers.
right.
And then when Rakim came out, it just completely changed the
Yeah,
way people
it could
rhyme.
change the whole scenario. Another person that did that for me was Slick Rick. When I heard A Teenage Love, when I heard Children's Story, like those records, I'll tell you a story about this. My mom had the, the shelf system by Fisher. Is a Fisher.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember the joint with
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
black
yeah.
joint with the glass
Yeah,
case?
I remember that.
Mama, don't be mad 'cause I know you watch it and you probably don't know the story. So just, I'm in my early 40s now. You can't whoop me
He
no
broke
more.
the glass.
It's cool. So look, my
Nigga broke the glass. He put him on the glass.
My that was 6.
What?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, cause
What, Slick Rick? 88.
88. My pops had just passed.
That
I
was
remember
another most anticipated album. Everybody's
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for Slick Rick's
So,
album to come out.
Because
my
the show
pops-
had the streets on
Yeah.
fire.
Yes. It
Yeah.
did. Yes,
So my
it did.
pops had just passed 2 years before that. He passed in 86. And so the stereo system was something that he had bought, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so on the top, you know how it was, on the top of the system was the turntable. Then you had the
amp.
the amp and then the dual cassette deck, you
With
know
the
what I'm
lights?
saying?
You
The
like,
whole-
this
yeah.
is- yeah.
So my mom bought me the vinyl to that album. And that's when I first put the vinyl on the joint and tried to
And
scratch.
you tried to scratch.
Oh man, you tore them needles apart.
What?
God.
What?
I tried that shit one
Yo.
time and one time only.
Man, you could. I mean, I was going you couldn't tell
Yeah.
me I wasn't killing it. But I listened to that album over and over and over again. And
Well, I'm
that's-
sitting on my lunch break,
Yeah.
Greg Monty.
And I would just go in with all them songs because I loved his storytelling ability. I think that's when I first realized how much of a fan of lyricism and storytelling that I was
Right.
when I heard that album. You know what I'm saying? Like that is when I was like, this is what I like. I like to be able to listen to a song and be able to visualize what's going on in my head based off what the artist is saying.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's where I realized that that's what it was that I loved.
Mona Lisa was the shit.
Yep.
Yeah, big
Children's
time.
Story was, I mean, it don't get no
Yeah.
better than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Slick was real. with
Yeah,
this shit.
them those two guys, like you said, Slick Rick and Rakim were probably the first people that I can remember were really like telling stories
Yeah.
and changed it from I'm just rapping to make shit rhyme versus I'm rapping and really trying
Yeah.
to show
And it
you
was a
what I've
whole
been
different
through.
cadence.
Yeah.
And a different.
Yeah.
It was a whole different approach to rap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so crazy. Like it was incredible. Now I want to pivot. You know, we could talk about music all night, which we're not done talking about it. But I want to pivot into more of the influences of hip hop, like the style and the vernacular and the swag, the thought processes, things like this. Because everybody in this room, we all move with hip hop as our foundation, other than God, of course. But we all move with hip hop as our foundational propulsion, shall we say, right? Like the way you make our decisions, the way that we deal with people. Like there's always, especially for you, because I mean you were always known as a hip hop R&B artist in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, whatever. It was, but you see what I'm saying? So I want to discuss that part of hip hop too, because I think it's just as important, if not more so, than the music by itself. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about moving through your whole life. And now we're all adults. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a parent except for me. But we're all adults and living adult life. But everything that we do is influenced in some type of capacity by the culture.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So let's talk about that too.
That's the
because
culture that raised us. Yeah, definitely.
Say that again.
That's the culture that raised us.
Yeah,
The
dead
culture
serious.
raised us. You know, I say that all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I say all the time, I was raised by hip hop, but I was guided by my parents.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's
and,
real.
And that's I say that all the time. And I feel, and I could be wrong, you know, it could be because I'm in this microcosm of my own thoughts, right? But I feel like it's the only culture that has that type of impact on such a vast amount of people.
Yeah.
And vast amount of ages, and it has transcended any type of specification. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because when you think about the vernacular that people use for like hip hop culture and stuff like that, they came out with the Urban Dictionary just because I feel like because that was the culture. We needed some slang definitions to like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even to today, like I have a 14-year-old. I tell y'all that my daughter she's heavily into hip hop all night long. Her music is on, and I'm like, this girl reminds me of me because I could not sleep without the radio on. I needed some
dead
music
serious.
in my ears to go to sleep, and my subconscious was picking all of that up while I was sleeping. I'm like, how do you know all these songs? Like, she could go old school right today, and she could bring it back to new school. And I'll talk about her because they have this new thing, and I might be old. It might be old now. Talking about you thought you ate. Y'all hear that yet?
No.
Okay, so this is a new thing. When you talk about somebody, right? No, nasty, not that. Not.
I didn't say nothing.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you talking.
Okay, you thought you ate. See, like right there, like he tried to play me. Like you thought you ate.
You know you can't let.
So that's why
I didn't say nothing.
So that's the thing. When somebody says something to you slick,
But I
and
didn't
it don't
say
go,
nothing.
Okay.
Okay, now I get that.
All right.
You thought you ate.
You thought you ate.
Oh, okay. I'm using that.
And
I like
was
that.
like, this
I
is
did
so
see that,
stupid.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
This
Oh, you
sounds
thought you ate.
stupid.
Okay. They didn't practice. Oh, wait, and action. Oh, you
Don't.
thought you ate?
You thought you ate?
Okay.
Nah,
And
B.
cut. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got that.
Yeah, don't start
Don't.
saying that.
You thought you ate.
Just now he did. He thought he ate. Nope.
Yeah,
not-
nigga, you ain't eat. You thought you ate.
Really
Not even
putting
a
our
chip.
friendship in jeopardy here.
I like that.
you ain't even get a
Cause
chip.
I gotta practice it so that it just becomes habit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
By
I'ma miss
tomorrow,
you.
I'll be
He
saying
said,
that to
I'm not
everybody.
adding that one.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you.
You will.
No, I'm mad at that.
I
He gonna say
guarantee you I won't.
You will.
Okay.
You will.
I like that.
Yeah, my daughter loves it, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah. I'm in. I'm a fan.
Don't say that to
That's
me.
hip
no more.
hop.
But it is. It is. And I'm like, and all of the kids saying it. So when you have a teen in the house, you kind of get that first-hand stuff that was going
Yeah.
on. And I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The new dances and all that. She won't let me TikTok with her. But, even that is
All of that's hip-hop.
Yeah.
Everything is hip hop.
Yep.
Yes.
Like,
Serious.
think about this. The food you eat is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
hip hop. Like, it is.
Some of them chips got the on the package.
Yeah.
Like they got their own
Rap snacks.
Rap
Yep.
snacks.
You know what I mean? Like, this is the quintessential conversation to build camaraderie amongst people. You could have never met a person ever in your life, and you talk about hip hop, y'all all of a sudden you vibe with each other.
Right.
You ever
Yeah.
notice that? Like, you just do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It is what it is, and that's again the strength of the influence. Again, in case you just joined us, talking about hip hop. It's an ode to hip hop. J Tech, one of the coldest DJs in America, is here. We celebrating the fact that Big Daddy Kane's coming to Atlanta tomorrow, and we're all going to vibe with him and celebrate hip hop. So we thought it appropriate to dedicate today's show to hip hop. And that's
Love
what we're
it.
doing. So that's what it's all about. Fashion. We all got the stages we went through in fashion, whether it was cross colors or FUBU or I know you didn't, Case. I know.
Well,
I know,
you ain't
I know.
do nothing.
I did all of it.
Not
I did
cross
all-
colors.
You didn't do none of that?
I did hip hop.
He had
not-
that sweater on back in
Yo,
the day.
you know what? Because you thought you ate. I did that just for you. That was just for you.
Nigga, that's perfect.
Yeah, that was just for
It
you.
was perfect.
But no, I didn't.
That's hip hop.
Now, see, now let
Hey,
me
you
tell
gonna
y'all. Let
use
me
it
tell
again?
y'all. No, I'm not.
That's-
That was
I
just for
promise.
you.
No, you
I
gonna
promise
use
you
it
that was just for you. That's only because I love you,
Bro.
But no, let me tell you. Now, yeah, you might be able to dig this.
Good job, Kate.
Cross colors and stuff like that. In New York, that wasn't hip hop.
New York looked at that like it was country.
That
Oh,
no,
okay,
yeah, and
okay.
you know what? That was more like pop hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like-
okay.
Yeah.
That was that. That wasn't real hip hop. Like we wasn't wearing cross colors in New York.
Okay.
I was upstate. We was wearing cross colors. I ain't even gonna front.
I mean, y'all was kind of country. Y'all in Buffalo.
Dead serious. Dead serious.
Y'all in Buffalo.
Dead serious.
But yeah, see, we didn't wear stuff like that. That was stuff that you would see, like artists on TV shows trying to be hip hop.
Right.
Yep.
That wasn't hip hop. That's
Yeah.
not real hip hop
Right.
to us back then.
Well, the thing about that stuff though is that stuff was expensive. Like
As hell.
like Genco and Cross Colors and Car Kanai.
I never heard of Genco.
What is
You never heard
that?
of Genco?
I didn't either. But
What?
No,
There was
I
a
rolled
different-
with
You
it,
made
but
that
I ain't
shit up.
heard
No,
it.
I
There's a
didn't. There's a
different-
Google it. There's a brand called Genco. JNCO. Genco. Genco was big. Guess
What was it big?
it was big everywhere except for where you was
So
at.
did y'all do Coca-Cola though? Remember Coca-Cola?
Yeah, the Coca-Cola
Yeah, the
shirts.
shirts.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
do that?
Oh,
The
yeah, we
Coca-Cola
did that
shirts.
too.
And then we went through our Benetton phase.
Yep.
But they had all the stores.
If
Benetton
you had
stores.
But see,
Benetton, you was getting
back
it, though.
then, we didn't have cross colors. We had Dapper Dan. Remember in all
okay,
the
that-
videos
that
when they
makes
had
sense. That makes
we had
sense.
Dapper Dan stuff. We had the sheepskins.
Okay.
We had the Lees.
Yep.
And then people started snatching the patches. We had the shell toes
Sherlin
with the
jacket.
fat laces.
Yeah, we did that.
We had
Man.
the Pumas with the fat laces.
We did that.
Yep.
Cross colors was what, like 90?
It's definitely 90s.
90,
like,
90, 91.
Somewhere around.
No, I
there.
think it was later than
a little-
that.
I think
No,
it
that was like
a little
90, 91.
earlier.
It was like 90,
That was
91.
90, 91. So what was we wearing in 90, 91? Oh, I got pictures of what we was wearing. I got pictures. Yeah. We was wearing
8-ball jackets.
I wore
there
whatever
was
the hell.
people, there were I never had an 8
I wore whatever
never
the hell
believed-
Janice bought.
We used to wear like Pele Peles,
In 90?
Averexes.
Nah,
And that,
No,
no, that was like
Averex was
midnight.
later.
That was midnight.
That's
Averex was
midnight,
later.
'cause I had
That's
Averex
mid-90s.
too.
But 8 balls was a little later than 2.
Did you have that Tide 1 sweatsuit? Remember those sweatsuits?
I didn't believe in it. Oh, we was wearing Sergio Tacchini
yeah,
sweatsuits.
Sergio
Wow.
Tacchini.
Sergio Tacchini.
But my joints were more sheen than that. You remember the Sergio Tacchini sweat?
I
We was wearing
definitely do.
those. I got
Yep.
a bunch of pictures with those. We was wearing those with the Jordans.
Okay.
Yeah, we wasn't really wearing like cross colors. We was definitely wearing the sweatsuits. And
Yeah.
we had all the
sweatsuits
flavors.
was we wore the sweatsuits in Denver a lot. We did Guess a lot, like the Pascal fit Guess jeans. Remember them? Y'all remember them? No.
Jabos was
Jabos
back
was
then.
big.
Jabos was back then.
What
What's
else?
funny, I used to hustle in Troy, New York back then in 1991. I was hustling in Troy.
He was hustling.
Word up.
Do y'all remember the
wasn't.
crease in the pants that you had to get somebody to sew? So your
Yeah, that
crease
was
stayed in it?
let me.
Nah, we
okay.
didn't.
No.
What about it? What?
Okay, now at this point.
What?
No, this is
Seriously,
listen.
I didn't have
didn't
that.
have that.
My
Nah.
sister had those.
Nah.
I didn't have
And
that.
don't do that to your
She
sister.
ordered
She
it.
loves you. She was there for you.
You had the crease
listen,
in the pants.
listen. I'm gonna let you finish.
It was
However-
Coca-Cola jeans.
Yeah, that we didn't do that.
Okay,
Well,
that was
you know
maybe
when
that was
people
a
did
New
that?
York thing. Y'all didn't do it in New York. Maybe it just was
We
a Philly
did.
thing.
It was just like in the late 70s.
Oh,
No, it was not.
Shit,
no,
me
it
in
was
New
not.
York?
No, it was not in New York.
Who
maybe.
had? That's what I'm talking
No,
about. New
but
York.
in Philly, they did that in Philly. They did,
Oh,
and
I
I wanted
believe
a
you.
crease. I wanted I wanted a sewn crease in
Did
my
you have
pants.
the Genco
and I
joints
did-
with the sewn crease?
That was Denver.
Oh.
That didn't see. He thought he ate real quick.
Oh, we used to wear Carhartt.
But you, yes, definitely
Yeah.
Carhartt.
Oh yeah.
Carhartts.
We wore that too. Carhartt.
We wasn't wearing no cross colors though. That wasn't it.
So when that era was out, we wore that. We wore Carl Kanai. That was huge. I had a lot of Carl Kanai.
I had a lot of
Now
Karl
we
Kanai,
talking.
too.
Let's see. So Carl Kanai, we talking. That's what 92ish, 93, somewhere
Maybe
in there.
94.
94. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Carl Kanai, I had a whole bunch of that.
Yeah.
Carl Kanai. Let's see. Guess cross colors. I'm missing one. There was something else that we.
See, we had-
FUBU. We wore the shit out.
I
of
didn't know
FUBU.
damn 91 you didn't.
No, that's FUBU was like 95, 96.
Yeah,
See, we didn't-
95.
we didn't-
No,
we didn't
94,
wear- we didn't wear-
95.
we didn't wear-
FUBU was 94, 95-ish.
I never really wore a lot of food, but those were my
Ah.
dudes. So I would wear certain stuff that I got, but it wasn't the shit y'all was wearing.
Yeah,
It was
I used to
shit.
wear the FUBU hoodies all the time.
We used to
Y'all used to
clown
wear
people.
travel foxes in
know
Denver.
what
Not
that
a
is.
travel.
That's what the Jamaicans used to wear in Brooklyn. Remember the travel
Oh,
foxes?
you thought you ate.
The Jamaicans used to wear them.
Oh, he thought he ate. Okay. Then you ain't eat. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
What else? Let me see.
Yo, I promise I'm using that face from here on out. I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna say that on the mic tomorrow, right
Yeah,
in the middle of
yeah.
y'all party. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, y'all
yeah.
thought y'all
Yeah, no,
ate?
you could do it once.
Y'all thought y'all ate?
No, we're doing that.
Bang.
Y'all at the bar. Y'all thought y'all ate? Okay, take this.
Y'all-
What? And then it's on tomorrow. I'm trying to tell you.
Shout out to my daughter
I'll never
Amaya.
forgive you for this shit.
No, bro, you used it on her. It's perfect. The
Right.
placement was perfect.
It was.
That's
I
hip
mean,
hop.
that's what I do.
It
That's
is.
hip hop.
That's how you
with
do.
the one sleeve.
It was
hip-hop.
comedic timing.
Hilarious.
Comedic timing.
Nice,
I like
man.
that.
But travel foxes though. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
remember
What
the
about
Jamaicans used to wear
what about
travel
the British
foxes?
Knights? The BK.
Yeah, BK. Okay, now I got a BK story.
Now I'm gonna tell you, British Knights literally was 88. I had my first pair of those, 6th grade.
Now-
Shout out to my grandmother.
Yeah.
who bought
Okay,
them
now
for
watch
me.
this.
We didn't- that
now
wasn't
watch
a
this.
thing.
Now this gonna trip y'all out.
No, we used
So-
to wear
Not-
British
not- yeah, not-
Walkers in the 80s. We used to wear
wow.
British Walkers. That's a whole different thing.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a shoe.
that's your boy
We used to wear
Calvin. But
that
Wallabies.
goes to the
We
point
used to
that we
wear
said
Wallabies.
earlier.
That was hip. We used to wear Wallabies.
New York had its own
Yeah,
everything.
we had British Walkers, which was like some suede leather shoes. We had Wallabies. Niggas used to wear suede fronts. Remember the suede fronts?
Yep. I had that. I had a jean shirt with yellow suede on it. Okay.
New York had its own style, and nobody could ever tell anybody in New York that what they was doing was corny because everybody was doing it, and they were the biggest city in the
Yeah,
world.
And still like that though. Like my
Yeah.
friends in New York right now, like they just always on point with their dressing. It's the shit.
Yo, y'all niggas
I'll
not
give it
on
to
this.
them.
Y'all
I gotta
niggas is
give it to
country.
them.
Yeah.
Everybody country.
No, you know,
Everybody
y'all
country. You ain't
niggas is
country.
Bamas. Remember that? That's what they used to say.
right.
So we mentioned British Knights, so check this out. So this is another example of how different areas are affected differently. So British Knights in Denver, we used to love them. We used to wear them until people started getting killed wearing them. You know why? Because they stood for blood killer.
Right, yeah.
And
Wow.
Denver's a big Crip
a
and
real
blood.
gang, yeah.
So Denver's a real big gang territory, like the real big Crip and blood territory. Always was. And when people started getting sweated over those, is when we started wearing them. But we were mad because we loved BKs because they came with the little prints on them in the whole joint with the they had the BK little badge on the side of the joint, and we used to get them. And then I remember I had a homeboy that got jumped real bad.
I'd have killed you just for wearing some ugly shit like that.
First of all, BKs was not ugly. First of all, BKs was fire.
I had a pair of
Yeah,
BKs,
so I'm not. You
okay?
thought you ate, but you didn't again. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna front. I had one or two.
BKs was the business, and they weren't super duper expensive like Jordans was, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, we
There's a
wore
reason
them
for that.
until people started getting tore up over them shoes, like for real. Like a lot of the Bloods would see you with those on, and it'd be
It's
over.
on.
It'd
Yeah,
be
on
over.
site. Yeah.
And I mean,
Especially
exactly.
back then.
Yeah.
It ain't like now.
No,
Yeah.
Now I remember in New York, niggas was getting their ass whooped over MCM.
for real.
Nigga had an
'Cause I had some
MCM shit
MCM
on.
stuff.
You was either getting your ass whooped or getting it snatched, and you
Yeah.
better not say nothing.
Word.
And they wasn't coming to you
remember
dolo.
that.
They was snatching your
I remember niggas
gazelles.
used to, Cazelles niggas
Yeah.
used to get
Snatching
killed
those,
over
yeah,
Cazelles.
it was
They used to get killed over
951s.
sheepskins.
What's that?
Sheepskin. When the
Yeah.
sheepskins came out
Yep.
with the sheepskin hats, niggas was getting killed over sheepskins.
Damn.
Niggas was remember the leather bombers when they came out?
Of course.
Niggas was getting killed over those.
Yep.
Niggas was getting killed over Adidas. I remember when I went
Yeah.
to IS 324, there was this dude, God bless him. His name was David. And I guess his pops, he bought him every color Adidas.
Wow.
But here's the problem with that. Every color shell to Adidas. The problem is every morning niggas would rob this nigga for his Adidas and he would come back with a new pair.
Wow.
Whole
It was
block had
servicing
new,
the hood.
whole block had new shell toe. Every morning,
That's terrible.
niggas used to be outside the school.
They
You
already
know what
knew.
it is?
See.
Come up off them sneakers.
He should have just pulled up with some boxes.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, like people was getting killed over the Adidas. Definitely Cazelles. I forgot about the Cazelles.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That was the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, I wanted some figure eights real bad. So the earrings, and I begged my mom for these earrings. I said I want the big ones. She was like,
What you talking about, like the door knockers?
No. I did have those too. I cried about them. I wanted them so bad, and I did get
Remember
them.
chicks was getting them shit snatched.
Yep.
Snatched
Getting
right out their
keloids,
ears.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
wait a minute,
Damn.
even with the door
Keloid
knockers,
shouty.
From from getting
it
them
went to a
damn
point
door
where
knockers
then we
snatched.
wanted to smash them down. Y'all remember they
Yeah,
got
I remember they used to
smashed?
smash 'em,
Yep,
yeah.
smashed them down. But my figure
I don't
eights,
remember
wasn't
why,
doing-
but I remember
I don't know
girls
why,
used to
yeah.
smash
either.
them.
I don't know why either. But the figure
Hip-hop.
eights were like a
It was a hip hop thing.
Yeah, it's hip-hop.
a gold figure eight earring.
Mm-hmm.
It was heavy as shit. I still got mine. I should have bought them tonight. I still got mine.
Damn.
Yes, and I begged my mom. I was like, please. She was like, no, you're gonna get your earrings snatched. Okay, you can't wear them except for when we go out. I was like, if any way I gotta get them is with you, then I still want them. I
Let's
don't
get
care.
it. Yeah, let's get
I don't care. Then the herringbone chains.
Oh hell
I
yeah.
had to have me a herringbone. I got me a herringbone. I was the shit back in the day. A little bit. I was a little bit the shit. My sister was the shit. I was just the shit.
Herringbone?
Yeah.
What year was this?
I don't remember 92
Yeah,
ish.
herringbone. Oh,
I ain't have none of that shit.
Y'all had
in
money.
92?
My mama was cheap as hell. She wasn't buying that shit.
Yeah.
Period.
I remember one time.
I did have some fake
You had the
Cazelles.
I
Italian
wasn't
horn.
hustling.
Remember those when you used to sell candy? You could get an Italian horn.
Yo.
Remember those? Remember those?
I used to knock on doors selling candy.
Me
Don't-
too.
don't
I ain't
trip.
sell nothing.
I was just knock on doors like, can y'all buy a $1 candy bar, please?
Oh, my mom wasn't playing that.
So how about this question? Name a time where hip hop got you in trouble.
Shit went several times.
I'm gonna let y'all go.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
In my room playing with them turntables, playing the dirty version of Dre Day.
Oh.
And she heard me right through the door. And she was on my ass like stank on shit. I'm serious. So
we were
serious.
just talking about this the other day. That's funny.
What was I listening to? It could've
Two
been
Live Crew. Yeah,
It
damn
could've
it.
been
Yeah, that's the answer.
Pop that, pop that
Don't
pig.
you
Pop.
Wow.
Pop that, pop.
I wish I could explain to you what you're doing to me today.
Why? Well, I'm gonna make
I
you
got
go
fucking
to
daughters, yo.
listen.
And now I gotta go fight them
Listen.
because of you.
Don't worry about it. But y'all remember, I know I was probably still in elementary when the Jimmy came out. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
The J, the I, the M, the M,
the Y.
the J.
1987.
The I, the M is Jimmy.
BDP.
Hold up.
BDP.
Yes.
Yep.
86, 87.
Yep. So that was one that my mom told me. I was like, but
I am
she
a
listening
poet.
to it.
You
Why
try
can't
to
I
show
listen
it
to
to
it? I
flow.
want to listen.
I would play that, and my mother would come. I would switch to "Love's Gonna Get You."
No, poetry was my joint.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
the
your
pussy
joint.
is free because the crack costs money.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nigga.
gonna talk to
Yeah,
that was the shit.
It was too much of a risk in my house.
Don't.
Cause y'all over
This
this
nigga 38 shit. Yo. Who's up? You, when did hip hop
What?
get you in trouble?
That's what I said.
No, we ran
Hip-hop
through
got
it.
me in trouble because I used to listen to the Jimmy.
Okay.
We ran through it. You was just
Remember
getting.
your-
You was getting a drink.
Okay, in case I'm
Jimmy
gonna last
is
on
wearing
this.
a hat.
So with hip hop being so influential in terms of style, right? One of the big things that people was always into was having you shine. You know what I mean? So my mother has always had a lot of jewelry, right? So there was a time where, and I don't know what motivated me to do this, right? So I went in my mother's jewelry box, and my mom had a lot of gold, and I went in my mom's jewelry box and took like I think it was like four, it was like 2 French ropes, a herringbone, and something else, and I put all of them joints on and went to school.
Oh wow.
Right? He back
now.
Yo, I put all of them joints on
I
and went to
did the
school.
same exact shit
Yo,
every day.
yo,
Wow.
I did
Wait,
this,
how
I
did you
this-
get caught?
I'm about to tell you. So I did this for a minute, and I would come home from school because my mother worked, and she wouldn't come home until about 9:30, 10 at night. So I had a chance to come home from school, put them back, you know what I'm saying? Go get up the next morning, go get them, whatever. And I knew that they were chains that she didn't really wear anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for probably like about a week or two, I think, right? And I'm talking about I'm shining in school. I got like 4 or 5 chains on, yo. And I came home one day, and my mom was home early from work.
Damn.
Bing bong.
On your
I
ass.
walked in. I remember what I had on. I had a red button-up shirt on. And you know, you button the collar all the way up so your shine would show over the top, right?
No.
So
What do you mean, no?
that was a Denver thing.
You thought you ate?
No, it was not
That
a
was-
Denver thing.
No, it wasn't a different thing.
That was not
what
a
you talking
Denver
about.
thing.
We button out, yeah, that's
Well,
a Denver.
okay, so
we didn't button our collar up.
Okay,
yeah.
side note, I always dressed very preppy in school. Like I always wore like
was Carlton.
slacks. Nah, because I had swag though. I was preppy, but I had swag.
swag, you had
know
to
what I mean?
dance and everything,
No,
son.
no, Carlton
not
ain't got no
unusual.
swag.
Did
Nah.
you put your penny in the loafer?
No, I still had big dick energy, but I'm saying
I
I
put my
was.
penny in a little-
That's how I rocked out. You know what I
That
mean?
seems like way too much information.
So, so anyway, I'm trying to tell a story.
Sorry.
So I come home one day, mom's is home from work early, and I had on a red button-up shirt. It was a Bugle Boy shirt, right? I had a red
Are those
Bugle
Bugle
Boy shirt
Boy
on,
jeans you're
buttoned
wearing?
up like this, and the chains was outside. As soon as I walked in the door, my mama comes to say hi to me. She gonna say hi, and she was like, "Why do you have my chains, boy?" When I tell you my mom tried to kill me, my mother tried to kill me that day.
Right.
And I never did that again.
You know what she had to do for them chains? No, I'm gonna
Oh, you thought? Oh, you thought you ate? You thought you ate a whole meal? Oh, you thought you ate good? Ooh. Well, you never meet my mama now because she'll kick your ass.
I'm gonna
But
meet
no,
your mama.
She will kick your ass.
Hi, mama.
But yeah, so that and boy, she tried to. I'll never forget. She tried to kill me that day.
That's not the story, but now I remember that happened. I used to wear I had 8 of the smallest chains ever. I used to take all my mom's chains. And how I got caught, because I stayed in trouble. So as the teacher's talking, and he didn't have to say this shit. He was like, but yeah, even with all the chains and stuff. She's like, oh, what chains? I'm like, nigga. That shit had nothing to do with what he was talking about. He's like even sitting in class with all the chains and stuff. She's
Wait,
like,
who said this?
The teacher
said it
at
to
open
his
school
mom.
night.
Oh, at like conferences.
Oh, she
Yeah.
dry snitched on him.
That shit's
Oh.
funny
Yeah.
as hell.
Teacher plays you like that?
Fuck him.
And your mom was like, chains.
Chains, what chains?
Nigga, open school night. That's we could do a whole other show about open school night. My shit was the misadventures.
So, okay, so.
But the
what,
time I used to get in trouble.
No.
Now-
What happened, though? You can't just go off
I
that
got
story.
fucked up. Every open school night was getting fucked up. It didn't matter for what.
So
It was something
she was like,
that,
what changed? And then
and
you
the teacher
said,
was like,
Yo,
all the gold chains and the.
Where you get
She was
gold
like,
chains at,
He
son?
don't got no gold chains.
yes, he does.
Nah, nigga, like,
Damn, I'm finna. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
oh yeah. That's gonna be like, God,
Ixnay
can
on the
you
A
kill
chain.
her?
Yeah.
But
Okay,
no,
Can
go
you
on to
kill
the other.
her?
remember that? God, can you kill her?
Right.
Oh my god.
But okay, so when I was like 90, 91, no, 89, I used to love NWA. So I'd be riding the car, blasting it, blasting "Fuck the Police," and the cop, be, hey, turn that down, fuck you, and turn it up and skirt.
Oh, you was that dude.
Yeah,
Can't you
I was
a rebel.
in hindsight.
You was Tommy Buns in this moment.
No, I was stupid as motherfucker.
Okay.
You know how many times I got beat the fuck up by cops.
Yeah.
But no, on some in the back of the car, like, yo, you know how they hang their hat up? That's the kids? That's the ugliest fucking kids ever. Like that type of dumb
Oh, you was
shit.
that type of. Okay.
Yeah. And me and my brother quit. He used to be like, yo, why don't you just turn it down? Fuck the police. Skirt. And here they come chasing us. So
Wow.
that's what I used to do.
Well, that's a different type of trouble. We was just talking about mild stuff.
And it's so funny that you brought that up because on the movie,
You used to do it too.
no, on the movie with I wasn't even driving at the time, but
You could have made me feel better. Be
sorry,
Like, yeah.
sorry, sorry, Mr. Sir. So on the
Stupid.
movie, on Straight Outta Compton movie, when they
Right.
came to Philly and at concert, they told them don't sing "Fuck the Police."
That was Detroit.
Remember?
That was Detroit, by the way, but it's fine.
Well, on the movie,
Nah, in the movie
no,
it's
no.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was Detroit.
So they came to Philly, and I wanted to go to that concert.
Yeah,
So
but-
I was
but it
thinking
was-
about that whole Travis Scott thing. You know, when we talked about that on the radio on the show a couple of weeks ago, like that probably could have been their whole ordeal if I was there as a young. Y'all get on my nerves. I can't stand these. They're trying to act like they're not here right now. But
No,
they
no,
are.
I'm here, but
No, no.
what?
Y'all thought y'all ate.
He in
But
tears.
no, like
because they came to Philly, they wasn't allowed to sing "Fuck the Police"
Okay.
everywhere. They remember they were banned.
Yeah, okay.
NWA
All right.
were banned from
Come
singing
on,
that song.
I'm with you. Come on.
They
with you.
still did it in Philly.
Uh-huh.
My mom, because we live in South Philly,
Right.
Don't do that.
No,
Don't
come on,
encourage him.
come on, because-
Don't fucking encourage him, Gerard.
no, I'm back with you. Don't lose me again.
I don't even want to be here anymore. Like I'm off the story. I love
After you just took
NWA.
us all over the place, you gonna
Fuck
come
the
here.
Police was one of my favorite songs. I wanted to go to the concert. I couldn't because I was younger,
Right.
and I know you probably had front row seats because you're older. But
No, I wasn't going to concerts then. I ain't give a fuck about no concert.
no, it was just a play on the older. But I just wanted to go.
Oh, okay,
so
I get it.
so basically,
you snuck out?
No, I never snuck out because I was really a great child.
So how'd you get in trouble?
I didn't say I got in trouble. I said I wanted to go to the concert. I didn't say I got in trouble.
But the question was, when
You
did
took
hip
us
hop-
through that whole.
I already did that.
Sure,
I
he
already
did that.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. I'm sorry.
See?
First of all, calm
You
down.
thought you ate and don't try to play me.
You thought Philly was in the
But
movie.
first of all,
Okay.
they was in the movie.
No, it wasn't with Detroit.
NWA did come to Philly.
Not in the movie.
Okay, well, whatever. They came to
Okay. How about this one?
They edited that part out.
This one's gonna require a little bit of thought. How has hip hop, culturally speaking, influenced the way that you've dealt with the opposite sex coming up?
Not when I'm drinking.
Oh man.
I'll start.
Please
Oh,
do.
shit.
Cause you thought I need love, ain't it?
Okay, that's part of it.
I know it
Why
is.
you being a smart
Yo,
ass.
cause you always need love. I'm sorry. I love you. You got that?
Let me
I'm
process
sorry.
that before I say something.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't say nothing.
Yeah, let me
Ignore it.
Take the high road.
It's
Okay.
just crazy.
Yeah, she thought
When
she
they go
ain't.
low,
When
you go
you
high.
when you alone in your room, sometimes you stare at the wall.
And in
Yeah.
the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call
What
Tell
I tell
me I
you?
need a girl as sweet as a dove.
for
I
the
love
first time
you.
in my life.
I see I need love.
There I was,
Giggling
giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and
I ain't
I'm
saying
not
no
saying
name.
Then the thought occurred. Tears dropped down my iceberg because I said to myself, "Look what you've done to her."
Inside my soul, cause my soul is cold.
That is not the what about to
I
say
don't
next.
care.
She
jumps to
messed
the
up
next
the whole
person.
vibe. Why she?
Go ahead.
Sorry, y'all. I was.
I thought
on
I was
one.
helping you out. You
no,
had
because
you
you skipped to a
paused.
different verse. Anyway,
But you paused. I was
check
like,
this
let me
out.
get in there. The
So
show
real-
must go on.
So real talk. For me, the influences that I always had regarding
The fuck is
some of
happening
the,
to me right
not
now?
really musically speaking, but some of the ways, like, you would always hear about, rappers or people that are influencers in hip hop having their share of women, right? Or whatever the case was. And that was kind of the cool thing or whatever the case, in a certain point. I always found myself patterning my thought processes when it came to women. You're doing too much. I thought you ate and you didn't. After that. So what I would do, especially like in high school, we had me and my boys, we had a crew called the Treo Folk Clique. Now, if you take a beep, when you remember pagers, right?
No.
If you take a pager and you type in 304 and you turn it around, it says ho. So our clique was called the Treo Folk Clique. And what we would do is we would just have competitions as to how many women we could mess with and get or whatever. And that was like our thing.
How you blaming this fuckery on
I'm
hip-hop?
not blaming it. What I'm saying is
sir.
it was influence.
This is you, sir.
Because it was cool.
No, this is
you.
you.
You felt like if you had multiple women, you was cool. Then
Hip-hop didn't do that. That
sure,
was you,
no, it
sir.
Did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
He was
I'm
a
not going to let you
304.
do that to hip-hop.
Now, to pivot, there's times where I remember, speaking of I Need Love, going back, I remember when that song first came out and it became cool.
Yeah, that's when you started writing letters.
Wow, maybe.
You write letters.
Yeah, you'd appreciate it if I wrote you.
No,
Anyway,
no thanks.
Don't
Why
do
is
that
this
for the
happening
company
to
because
me?
this is why you gotta damn well.
Why is this
Okay.
happening to me? What's today?
What's
Wednesday?
wrong?
So
You niggas is crazy.
no, so honestly, so that
he
was
said he write letters. That's what I'm saying. So
that
when I
was
need
6
love,
shows ago. And why
it doesn't matter. I remember
You
you
look at
said
this
you write
not
letters.
terrestrial radio because you'd have got everybody. Okay, so listen.
Yeah,
so,
you would have.
So to me, that was like a thing because we used to always pattern off of the cool stuff in the videos. You had videos. Everybody had a pool party. It was chicks all over the place. Like to us, that was okay. We're gonna have a whole bunch of women, and we, so there was even times where we would have like parties. Remember house parties at the crib? Somebody mama out of town, and you have a house party at the crib, right?
Loud bumped into the turntable.
And we would have like 8 dudes there and 35 women. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the way we used to do it.
Blue balls all day.
So it did. Now, here's another thing. Don't play yourself or me, because you know.
No. We was talking about something else.
Yeah, okay, because you hey.
It was the other way around. And over the years, it turned to nigga, we had 35 motherfucking girls. Nigga, it was only 8
I'm
of
just
us.
telling you.
Me and the whole crew,
I'm just
nigga,
telling
was
you.
happening.
So
Started with
we
10
had
girls
that.
to 8.
We had
Yeah,
that.
nigga.
30 girls.
Yeah, now it's 30. No,
See, this is what
35.
they do. Like
Right.
it's
35, and they
annoying as
all
hell.
wanted some of
It
these
was
Let 'em
like
go.
4-1,
Audience, I
like
apologize.
4
but this is
to
what they
1,
do.
and I was the one.
and I was the
Yeah, he that nigga. I was the one. And they used to say, yo, J3, you the one.
J time 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, time 3. But
Give
it
me
was 4 to
3.
1, so it used to be J times 4. But go ahead. So y'all had 35 girls in high school, and it was 80 y'all.
Right.
This is. I don't gotta say it. Okay, you.
No,
would.
just yeah. No.
Everybody, the whole audience said, "Oh, he thought he ate," but it's fine. The whole audience said that. But
You
no,
real
but
Pete
that was,
Davidson right now.
That was the thing. And then, but I'll tell you this too. Like there was also times where I might be interacting with a woman or whatever the case is, and I would listen to certain records in hip hop that would allow me to think differently in that particular moment in time.
Oh wow.
All I Need by Method Man and Mary J was a big one.
I agree.
That was a big one for me because when that song came out, I remember there was a girl I liked, and she was a singer. She used to sing, like she used to walk around school singing and all of that. And I remember listening to that record over and over.
Nothing.
Okay.
For real,
I remember listening to that record over and over again.
You know what I said.
And feeling like it was okay to like be expressive to her.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
So sweet.
Yeah, that record made me feel like that.
He went on like, "Shorty, I'm there for you every time you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me."
Because nothing make a man feel better than a woman, queen with a crown that be down for whatever. There's a few things that's forever. My lady, we can make war or make
Babies.
Back
Damn,
when I was nothing.
You made a brother feel like he was something.
And that's why I'm with you to this day, boo.
No fronting.
Enough said. You know what I'm saying? Now, next person, tell the story. You know, Casey, what is wrong with you, bro?
I'm
Like this is
listening.
a
I'm
hip hop
listening.
conversation, and
I
you
know.
hating on everybody in the room
No,
right
I'm
now.
not. I'm entertained.
Good. Now you tell your story.
First of all, I was grown. I was too old for fucking.
I knew he was going to say
No,
that.
think about it. No, you talking about just the fact that you said because when radio came out, I was 3. Nigga, I was 14.
So
Yeah,
but that's the
hip-hop
whole.
did, but hip hop didn't affect how I.
It didn't do it for- I was getting ready to say, it didn't do it
we
for
too
me
old
either.
for that shit, nigga. We was grown.
Don't do
Okay,
that.
well, whatever.
It didn't do it for me. It was more so.
Marvin Gaye affected how.
I wasn't there.
No, he didn't.
That was before me.
Just shit.
Huh?
It was before me too. But that's all in my. It was Marvin Gaye, Stevie
That's your
Wonder.
influence. Yeah, I got it.
You know
I
what
feel
it was for me? It was the Quiet Storm on the radio.
Man.
Wow.
That's
wow.
what it was.
And every city has a quiet storm. Every
Thanks,
city
Tony
has a
Robinson.
quiet storm. In Phoenix, we have Melissa the Midnight Mamacita.
Damn.
Cold-blooded with it.
Was she Spanish?
Yes.
Right on.
Beautiful, very articulate, like dope individual. Here you got Joyce Littell for all these years. You know what I mean? ATL. Like every city has a quiet storm. That's a very good point to
No,
bring up.
every city used to have that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't. I mean, you know, some of the R&B stations got it.
So hip hop didn't affect how you guys dealt with the opposite sex at all.
No,
really.
It kind of did for me because I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I started thinking I was the shit when Lil' Kim came out.
Oh, you was that. Oh.
Like, but I was never like
you wore pasties and everything.
I didn't do all of that.
Oh.
No. I still was young. You know what I'm saying? But it was more so like
Too young to be listening to that. Just go ahead.
I don't like how you're trying to.
These boy on one today,
like,
boy. I love
yeah,
it.
he
No,
is.
this is hilarious.
Listen, I care about you.
And
I believe the
I still
children
felt
are
like she was
future.
able to just speak what she wanted to speak instead of
To
being so
adults.
like. So what? But I was like,
People that paid bills.
She
like
wasn't the
early
first to speak
high
her mind, but she was the
school,
first to.
she
She
wasn't.
was the first to be real raw like that.
but because like you have to look at the R&B stuff, like the Betty Wrights and the other lady that was grabbing people.
Millie Jackson.
Her, she started it.
She was an adult and she was singing to adults.
But so what? Now we seen the
You was
kids
a
seen
baby.
it. Okay, don't do that, Case. Don't do that. But when Lil' Kim came out and she made women feel like it's okay to
Say it.
be okay,
To wear pasties.
No, say it.
to be a hoe for your man.
For
your man.
That's not what she said, but okay.
Women should be a hoe for their man. They should be.
Agreed.
No, that,
That's a very good cleanup.
Real
it was a good
Did you hear
cleanup.
that?
That's where you use that comedic
Case, I
timing.
feel like, Case, I feel like
I appreciate the fact that you tried, though.
I feel like you got something pent up that you want to say. Like, what's going on? Like, the people want to know. Whatever it is on your mind right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bad day. Like I said last week. Sometimes you the hammer, sometimes you the nail.
Yeah. You was a nail today?
So yeah,
Wow.
I've been a nail all day. I've been a nail since last night.
This is hip hop, though.
So
Nah,
the
it wasn't
hammer,
even hip hop. It was just hammer. They put me in the mix.
wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Even with that was the hip hop era. Like a lot of people was
Hammer?
influenced by Hammer.
Oh, what?
I had me some Hammer.
I
pants.
listen to Pump to the
First of
Bump
all-
right
first of
now.
all-
Right now. I don't care what you say.
First of all,
I had hammer
I'm gonna
pants.
need y'all to stop calling them hammer pants because Bobby Brown wore them first.
I don't
Fun
care.
fact.
Facts.
Fun
Every
fact.
little step video.
Okay, but I didn't
Fun
get
fact.
them. I didn't get them from Bobby Brown.
no.
It was my prerogative.
That's what I mean.
Thank
My
you.
prerogative.
It was
And
my
I wore
prerogative.
them. And
Which,
I
which
called
by
them
the way,
hammer
was written
pants.
by Aaron Hall, and he wrote the record in 15 minutes. He told me that. Now, anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to stop shitting on my nigga Bob. Bob
like
Allah.
Shout
Bobby
out Bobby
Brown.
Brown. Bobby Brown is definitely hip hop.
Yeah,
Damn straight.
I still
mean-
had hammer pants.
They were called Dookie drops in Denver. That's what we used to call them in Denver.
Damn,
Dookie
y'all
drops.
niggas was real country.
That's what we used to call them. Dookie drops.
Y'all
We used to
niggas
call
just
them Dookie
recently
drops.
freed.
I mean, it is what it is, man. That's what we call them. Like
Dookie
This
drops.
supposed to be a judgment-free zone on the Kickback Podcast,
It's
and I
not.
feel like it's not.
First of all, she said sewn in creases. If that ain't some, if that ain't some Delphonic shit she talking about here,
Wow, Delphonics.
hey,
is it not? What you, the spinners, nigga?
No, okay. So let me tell you this. So I just want to go back to a bar that Lil' Kim had said, right?
Oh, shit.
So no, listen.
Taking in the butt, yes, what?
oh damn!
Is that because you're in Atlanta, sir? Like, what are you talking
No,
about? Okay. Anyway,
she is a girl person.
okay. So anyway, no, that's not what I was talking about. But
I can't wait to hear this line.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear
it's
this too.
nothing like what he's talking about, but kind of, sort of. When she
It's
said,
making a lot of sense.
when she said, if sex were record sales, you would be double glass. It took me so long to be like, oh, this nigga dick ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, it's
That's
sex
because it was meant for an adult to listen
But
to.
I was true. But and when I got older and I was able to decipher.
I wish I was at your house.
What you was going to do?
Nothing.
Nothing. I had my ear to the radio like, ooh,
Well,
what
you
she
had
say?
your ear there with your
Let me
ass
write it
whooped.
down. Let me write it down. Oh, that's crazy.
It's
I'd have whipped your
if
ass.
You wouldn't have did shit.
One of them old school ass whips. Like, did not tell
That's the
you
thing.
to
Damn.
goddamn.
I did. I got beaten.
Remember those? Get your ass
hell
up out
yeah.
the damn thing.
You got a syllable ass whooping.
No, I got the beating where you
I'm
got
like, nigga,
beat.
say the word, nigga.
Yeah.
I got the beating where you got beat and you lost sound. Like it was like,
Oh. That's abuse.
Nah, when you be like, wait a minute.
Like,
nah,
hit me in
nigga,
my
ain't
back so I
stopping.
can cry, nigga. Like, hit me in my back. Like, that's the kind of beatings I got. So I had gotten beatings, but
Nah, my
I still
pops
did what
be
I
like,
wanted
if he
to do.
dies, he dies.
If I'm going to get it beaten in the punishment, I'm staying outside. Like, I'm going to stay outside all night long.
Oh my God, where are we at right
I'm
now?
staying
Like, you guys
outside.
are
And that
too
was
much.
part of the culture, too.
Yeah, that's hip hop.
Yeah,
That's
we
part of
all
the
get
culture.
that because that's part of the
Nah, that's
culture.
not hip hop.
What?
The ass whooping thing, that's black culture.
That's black
Let's
culture.
be
Yeah,
clear.
yeah,
That was along way
And-
before hip hop.
Okay, I got beatings, and I was like, I'm going to stay outside.
You're not
Because
enough.
I already know I'm going to get fucked up when I get
I
home.
used to do that too. No,
I'm staying
I used to
outside.
leave and be like, shit, I'm supposed to be home. It's Friday at 11. All right, I'm gonna leave at 5 too. Next thing you know, it's after. I'm like, might as well stay out till Monday.
Not till
Damn.
Monday.
Yeah, I should stay out till Monday. Cause that's usually when the person parents be like, why is your little friend still here? He need to go home.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
You can get away with Friday night, Saturday, and y'all go hang out on Sunday, and then we just hit him and fell
I waited
asleep.
till I was a little older to do that shit. I came to Atlanta all the way from Buffalo with a bunch of older friends because they was like, yo, this freaknik shit is
How old was
really
you?
happening.
Wait, how old was you?
17. Oh, yeah.
See, I never.
And at 17, I got my ass whooped. 'Cause my mother
You
had no-
came from Buffalo to Atlanta. Your mama didn't know.
Had no clue.
Damn.
How do you go all the way? How do you do that?
Because it's the same
Was
thing
you
as
on
he
the
went
bus?
up the block.
That's not.
you
That's
in
definitely
the
not hip
car?
hop.
Nah, we was
That
in
is
the
not
car.
hip hop, ladies and gentlemen. That is.
niggas then.
That's some other shit right there.
Wait. Let me look right in the camera. That's some stupid ass shit I did.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why. It's not.
You got good memories.
You went to Freaknik.
I had a great fucking
Right.
time.
Now, Freaknik
I was
is
at
hip
my
hop.
homeboy crib.
Freaknik is hip hop.
And we got in the same trouble. You was at Freaknik. Nigga, you won.
And Freaknik is hip hop.
Case always looking for a winner. He ain't win. He just
He
had
won.
experience.
I had a great
Look,
experience.
life is about winners and losers.
Okay, fine.
Sweetheart, you
You
win
lost.
some,
And
you
you
lose
lose
some.
some.
You lost this one.
Oh
New Edition is hip hop.
He thought he ate.
And you have to count me out.
Oh
All right, so we got like about 10 minutes left to talk about hip hop. And again, if you just joined us, the Kickback Podcast, we are doing an ode to hip hop. Big Daddy Kane is coming to Atlanta.
Favorite hip
tomorrow.
hop artist, top 5 hip hop solo artists.
Ooh.
And then we're going to do top 5 hip hop groups.
Okay, who's starting? Top 5
He
solo
got a
artists.
story because he the guest.
Top 5 hip hop solo artists.
Male,
Damn.
female, don't matter.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna leave somebody out on accident. Already.
Yeah, I am too. But I'm going number 1.
Now they gotta be
They
in
don't
order.
have to be. They have to be in
Just
order.
5. Okay, go
Because
ahead.
it's hard to put them in order.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go Rakim.
Okay.
I'm going to go Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way I can leave the Notorious B.I.G. out of that.
Can't leave him out. We ain't even mention him all night long. He died on my birthday. So every birthday, March 9th, I have an ode to Biggie. Like, I just be all day long.
Damn.
all
Top
day.
5. Top
Bad luck.
No, I'm not.
Okay, that's 3. You got you got Hove, Big, and who'd you say? Rakim.
Rakim.
Okay.
Nas.
Okay.
That's 4.
I know people want me to put Tupac, but I just can't fucking do it.
Don't do it.
I feel you.
Me too.
Wait till y'all turn. Damn.
I'm sorry.
God.
I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball because when you look at my list, every last one of them are lyricists. But this last person that I'm going to add to this list
I bet you gotta take mine.
is fucking phenomenal. And I'm going to say Andre 3000.
Oh,
I was not going to think. I didn't think you was going to say that. I did not think you was going to say that. I thought you was about to go to KRS One.
This video.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Top 5 artists. All right. Hove, definitely. Busta Rhymes.
Yep. Damn it. Let me scratch
Best
this.
performer, period. Busta Rhymes.
Hammer.
I'm gonna say, damn, top 5. I'm gonna say for what he did for the culture, Snoop.
He was 6 for me.
Hold on. Okay, so Hove, Busta, Snoop, Common,
Love Common.
and
Put him.
I'm gonna go with my 5th one being I met Q-Tip.
Shit, you ain't even put no Big in there. Ouch.
Nah,
Whoa.
I love Big.
I would say Jay-Z, Rakim.
Damn, I meant right.
Yeah, you got it. He
Yeah.
changed the game.
Yeah, I meant to put him in mine too. I apologize. He should be in mine too.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes,
Wow.
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 I can still say that though.
And remind me to send you this video when we done.
sir. Okay.
It's the illest shit ever.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar, that's 3.
Yeah. So wait, you
Queen
said
Latifah,
okay.
Yeah.
since y'all don't like women's.
I respect that too. Cause
Not you. You a women folk.
so wait, you said so far you at Hove,
Hove,
Rakim, Kendrick Lamar, Queen Latifah. Okay.
and Big.
Okay.
So I'm going
Comedian
with
Alicia Coley.
I'm going with Biggie, Roxanne Shante,
Oh.
Hove, Cube. I gotta go.
He's
with Ice Cube.
another
love
one.
Ice
Yeah,
Cube.
Cube's
He's
another one, man.
Ice Cube's first 2 albums is some of the greatest shit
Yeah,
of all
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
all time.
You got one more.
That one, the one I couldn't come up with another one like top
Fresh
5.
Prince. Come on. You cannot be from Philly and not say the Fresh Prince, even if you don't want to.
I'm gonna go.
Okay,
With, I'm gonna go
EST,
with.
the
I'm gonna go
Nicholas
with.
one.
I'm gonna go with Beanie Siegel.
Beans,
Oh.
that's my nigga.
Yeah, Beans is dope. Feel It in the Air is still one of my
All
favorite
right.
songs.
I think just for the hell of it, I think everybody need one honorable mention.
Yeah, I like the honorable mention idea. Okay.
One honorable.
Because mine was gonna be Cube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Cube is one of my favorite rappers.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Cube, you can't go wrong with Cube.
You can't
I'm
go wrong.
gonna
with
go with LL for honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elvis? Yeah.
LL.
No, that we used to call him Elvis.
Oh,
Def Jam.
okay. I didn't know
Really?
that.
Explain that one.
Why?
Nigga was the king, nigga.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, he was
okay.
Elvis.
Okay. Yeah, I rocks with LL, like straight up. Honorable mention.
Top 5 groups.
Oh, rock them out.
Top
Top 5
DMC,
groups?
Wu-Tang, Public Enemy, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Outkast.
Nice. You had that all stored
That's
up.
about yeah. Top 5 groups to me, Outkast for sure.
Honorable mention NWA.
I'm gonna go. Okay, okay. That's fair. I'm gonna go top 5 groups. I'm gonna go Outkast, Run DMC, A Tribe Called Quest.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go. Damn, this is a tough one here. Damn. I'm gonna go Public Enemy, just because of what they did for the culture.
Public Enemy
Yeah.
is the greatest hip hop group ever.
yeah.
Top and another group. I'm missing somebody, and it's
I got
right.
one there.
It's
I got
right here.
one. Y'all missing.
You probably got the one I've got right here.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
No.
No.
The Treacherous 3, nigga.
She probably do got the one I'm
Damn.
thinking though.
She got 3 times dope.
Wow,
I
not
don't
three times.
actually.
Silk
The
But I-
ridiculous one.
good.
I gotta come back to my 5th because I
The
don't remember.
The
greatest
greatest man alive.
EST, the unusual.
Damn, who's my 5th?
landscape?
DOS Effects.
Mentally shaping.
Hell no.
Love DOS Effects. Love DOS
Out of
Effects.
here with that shit.
First of all, can I have my own list?
Yes, you can. I'm sorry.
Hey, you can keep it.
Let me tell you something. Can I just say this? Let me just everybody
You
receive
said enough, sir.
DOS Effects.
You want to
Just
I
say
love
they-
DOS Effects. Don't get me wrong.
No, but
They
hold
want
on.
effects.
Top 5 of all time?
Well, no, I know I'm missing somebody. DOS Effects should be my honorable mention, but I can't think
No,
of my
it shouldn't.
5th. Calm the hell down. Yes, it should.
EPMD should be before
There we go.
DOS
That's
Effects.
what I was
That's
thinking
what I
of.
was trying to-
That's what I was thinking
EPMD
of.
should be before
Eric
DOS
Sermon.
No, but
Effects.
that's what I was thinking of. EPMD. That's yes,
yet you
EPMD.
said DOS Effects.
So shut up. Okay. You thought you ate like 3 or 4 times and you still starving, nigga. Like what you mean?
Audio 2. That's what you meant to say.
No, I meant to say EPMD. That's what I was looking for. So
audio.
yeah. So now you have mine. Yeah. Okay. That's
I'm
what I was
going-
missing was EPMD. And it was right here. Okay. Go
I'm
ahead.
going Run DMC.
Yeah. Gotta go them.
Outkast. A Tribe Called Quest.
We
Public Enemy.
So we 4 the same.
De La Soul.
Damn it! It's
Damn,
right
I
here.
forgot about Daylight.
It's right here.
Listen.
It's right here.
To the jungle, to everybody in the clique, my bad.
It's right here. De La Soul is
Okay.
right.
We on
here.
the same way.
yeah, we are. I'm on the wavelength too, man. F y'all, because I wanted to say them
So
too.
since I can't send them this video, there's a
Send who?
a feature-
Excuse
a
me.
feature-
So my for top 5 groups:
my bad, sis.
De La Soul,
I'm the one that picked Queen Latifah though. so just remember
NWA.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put Leaders of the New School on here because you can't.
I'm not mad at
can't.
that.
And then I during my like high school era, like in the beginning of my high school, Onyx was it for me.
man.
Okay.
Like they was the
Move
most
back, mother-
wildest.
The Onyx is
Like-
here. Back the fuck up.
Yes.
Boy, yeah.
And it was great. Like
Yeah.
we was pumping that thing. Like my girlfriend had a boyfriend. He was a drug dealer, and we had his Ford Taurus wagon, and we would just pump that shit
He wasn't.
up
He wasn't
With
very
the
good
cheap
drug
ass
dealer.
speakers on the inside.
with the
of it.
cheap ass speakers, but we was doing the damn thing. So don't do that.
We okay.
And I'm gonna go with Outkast. But I'm a honorable mention for the group. I'm gonna go with UTFO.
Okay. Can't go from UTFO.
Okay. You keep a classic on. You keep a classic on your list.
I could do in just one show. Cause
What do you have to say, sir?
go ahead, sir. I can't send y'all this video, but I can tell y'all about
he
it.
has something to say.
No. I'm gonna.
You done?
I'm not even.
Don't
Okay.
throw your hands up to me. Okay,
Damn,
put your
whoa,
hands down.
whoa.
Laying hands on your sister.
Okay, sorry. Don't put your hands
As a
on.
man thinketh, so shall he get, nigga. Some shit like that. Nigga.
Some
You read
one
the
of
Bible.
those.
Some shit like that.
You read the Bible, nigga.
Okay.
But no. So there's a video. Since I can't send it to you, I just sent it to you. So Kendrick Lamar did a feature on Pusha T's joint,
Okay.
right? Mm-hmm. He only rapped the beginning of it using nines and tens. You saw the video?
Yes.
He was using nines and tens.
Yeah.
So he was like with the tension and the nines and this and that. So right, if you add up the amount of nines and tens he used, they add up to 87. And the next thing he said was, I was born in 87.
Oh wow.
He used 10 and 9 because 10 and 9 is 19. He was born in 1987. Then he said, my
Damn.
dad said, I'm going to give you 36 zips. 36 zips. A zip is an ounce. 36 zips is a key. Then the nigga said, he said he was going to get a key. The nigga then said, hold on. He was talking about the crack epidemic. I was born in 87. 10 and 9, 87, 36 zips is a brick. The song is broken down in half, directly in half. Each one of their bars is 36 bars.
Wow.
And last thing he said was each verse is a brick. That nigga's a fucking genius.
No, he's
He
dope.
is. He is
Kendrick
that.
Lamar's dope.
No, nigga.
He is that.
I was sitting there, I'm like,
He's dope.
Now, I wrote some songs. Nigga, my brain don't even work like that.
Yeah. He's
And
dope.
first, how do you get your brain to work like
Right.
that?
Right.
Right. No, he's dope.
That's some other shit.
He's that's the
That
Kendrick
weed.
Lamar's
As the
dope.
kids say, you part of Illuminati, ain't you?
That shit.
Nah,
weed.
that's some other shit.
That's
though.
some other shit.
That's weed. Yeah, I honestly think that is.
Nah, that ain't weed. That's some other shit.
But I have to say this: has anybody, or ask this question rather, has anybody ever listened to Chris Brown rap?
Yes. He's actually dope.
He's right.
Chris Brown can rap. He's
he
dope.
can rap his ass off.
Yeah, he's
like
dope.
if you've never heard Chris
He's just a
Brown,
talented dude though. Like Chris
Period.
Brown's from a different, he's different, and that's a whole nother conversation.
It is a whole nother
He
conversation.
multi-talented, but I just rather enjoy R&B Chris.
No, have you heard him rap
you
though?
gotta
Yes.
listen.
Okay,
You gotta listen. Okay.
Are we sure that he wrote those raps?
that's a fair question. I don't know.
Just
By the way,
How
I
do we
never
know?
gave my. I don't think I gave my honorable mention earlier.
Yeah, who?
on the rap, just a solo rap artist, but it was Busta Rhymes.
Busta,
'Cause
yeah.
I don't think I've seen too many people
No,
put
your
on
honorable
a
mention was Ice Cube.
shit.
You can have two honorable mentions. You're a guest. He got two honorable mentions.
Right.
Both of you niggas share that certificate.
Right. Hey,
Tear
listen,
it in
man.
half. You get one. You get one.
Yeah, you can go with two.
I
Lick it
don't
and put
think
it on
I've
your
seen.
forehead.
I don't think I've seen too many people tear a showdown to Ray Busta
Yeah.
Rhymes and Spliff.
Yeah.
that chemistry.
Oh, yeah,
is,
Busta-
is,
Busta-
is
Consistently,
unmatched.
though.
Right.
Consistently.
But the dopest show I've ever seen in hip hop is Hammer, hands down.
Yeah, hands down. What do you
Nigga,
mean?
Wish I
let me
was
tell you
old
something.
enough.
I remember
I saw
in
that
'92. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
The tour was Hammer was opening. It was TLC, Jodeci, Boyz II Men, and it's one more person. Hammer was opening.
That's when Hammer just came out,
I think
though,
the
wasn't it?
first half he was opening, but by the time that tour was
no,
over,
not the first half. They got to about a week, and every day they was like, "Okay, we got to move." By the time 2 weeks came, that nigga was closing
that
the
nigga
show.
was closing
Really?
the show.
That nigga, and this is before he had 100 people on stage.
Yeah.
This is get
Yeah.
up out your seat. Get
No, Hammer,
up.
listen.
Nigga, that nigga there
That nigga was special.
was a problem.
I listen to Hammer's music today. Like
Hammer was a problem, yo.
when I know I need to get picked up and feel a certain way,
Yeah.
I'm not listening to that shit today, but I will tell you this.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Pumps and a Bump is my joint. Like
Nah, see,
Nah,
damn it,
see.
you keep saying that.
That's when we was off him.
neither one of y'all
No,
want to fight.
That
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
that first and
That
second
first Hammer,
album.
let's get
but
it started.
that first album,
Let's Get It Started was dope. I remember when
Crazy.
Deion Sanders used to rock with that out big time. You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
straight. It was a gold chain contest.
Yeah.
Right. And then 357 came out. Yeah.
Shout out BNGB.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't in 357.
What are you
She
talking
had
about?
her. BNGB.
She was
her
in the
She wasn't in 357. Move
don't have
on.
to
It's
do him
always
like
one
that.
person
Don't
that
do
just
him like
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like
So it's one person that puts you somewhere that you ain't. Give her flowers over her, because that's my homegirl, actually.
Yeah, I know.
357 is Terrible T, and I forgot the other one's name. We talked on Instagram, and I feel terrible, but yeah.
I didn't say she was in 357. I said shout out to BNGB.
Not what you said. It's not what you
You're
meant. I seen it in
rewind the
your
tape.
eyes.
I said
Ain't no tape, nigga. It's 2022.
Get on my nerves.
See, I keep singing them, not getting to yeah.
Hammer. I mean, he revolutionized the performance, hip hop or nah.
I'm
he
gonna
just
turn this mother up.
Nah, he just took that shit. He did shit other motherfuckers couldn't do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane
Everybody
was the
was doing
first
Hammer.
one that I can remember to really,
Make it a
Grandmaster
show.
Flash and them used to have steps, but Kane
No, but
was
Kane.
but
that lean
I'm
on me
saying-
dance though with the
With the do-do-do.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you jump over
It
the-
felt
jump
bad.
over-
Yeah. Hey, what? Just lean on me. That was
Yeah.
what?
But
I
I
remember
think
that.
Hammer was the
Hammer
first
was
nigga
a
to have a
motherfucker.
fat hype man. Too big MC.
Too big MC.
Damn.
And that nigga used to get down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at this.
And
man.
speaking of too big, y'all didn't mention the Fat Boys at all. Like
I love them.
they were
but
commercial though. They were for
They were dope.
I think they had
everybody
they
did
had an
the
impact.
They were
But it
gimmicking
was
to me though.
short.
They
Lived.
helped to
push the culture.
make it more acceptable to white
Yeah.
people, just like people like Tone Loc.
Yeah, yeah.
The people that we didn't really. Now I used to love Fat Boy. Stick
Yeah.
them. But that
Stick 'em.
they were the one. Remember, they was the first one. They had movies and shit like that. And
I thought
so-
Buff was extra talented.
Yeah, he was.
He was like
And
he
what
could
they-
do
and
stuff
what
that
they
you'd be
did,
like.
and what they did was they made it. That's when white people started being like, "Oh, this is not that bad. I like those guys."
Yeah.
And then that opened their ears, and then the rest of us could sneak in.
yeah.
It became the mainstream.
So okay, let me ask this
and Prince
question.
Marky D went on to do radio.
He did for a long
No,
time.
Prince Marky D went on to be a
Hell of a producer.
Yeah,
first.
let's start
Then
there.
radio.
Yeah,
Start
he-
there.
he-
R.I.P.
He was in
Marky D.
Miami doing radio for a long time.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
so
that's my
Fire
dude
the
right
Beat.
there.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So okay,
Him and Buff.
And y'all
R.I.P.
ain't mentioned
Buff,
Kid
too.
and Play either, because y'all know the Kid and Play dance made.
Yeah, we
and
didn't.
people
yeah.
still do
We didn't
that.
mention that. So
First
what
of
was you
all,
saying,
Yeah, we
Jack?
didn't.
how are we talking hip hop and didn't really go over the movies that had the huge?
that's what I was just about to do
influence
right
on
now.
it?
I was
said
I was going there
Crush
right
Groove
now.
earlier.
See, we radio. I was
Definitely
going there
Crush
right
Groove.
now.
Definitely Crush Groove.
Hip hop
Earlier.
movies. What's the most impactful one for you?
Mine, even though, don't get me wrong, I know where they gonna go because they gonna go to the originals, the very early ones. But I think the one that had the huge impact on me was probably House Party.
Okay.
Because that's where you really saw the comedic side and just the black culture all together infused with that, man. It just was great. I feel like it attacked it from every angle.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say biggest. My favorite hip hop movie is Juice.
Damn it.
Shit, yes.
That's my favorite
Shit,
hip hop.
yes.
Oh,
Because
you
my
local.
language.
So you local. You don't remember
Wow.
that when you don't remember that when
Yeah,
Latifah-
Queen
This
Latifah
nigga
was
scared.
She thought she ate.
Remember that?
No,
Hold up, you remember that?
I'm saying the line
My
from
favorite
the
part
movie.
of the movie is
I
like,
know what
this
you're
nigga scared.
Right. That was Tupac.
What about you?
I'm gonna go with Beat Street.
Okay.
You can get a beat
Okay.
I
from across
loved
the
all
street.
That was a
those
great movie,
movies
too.
Yeah.
It's a lesson too. You can't let the street beat you. Hey,
Oh, hey. Okay.
Say what?
For
don't
me,
worry about it.
hands down, Breaking.
Okay,
Hands down.
with Turbo.
Breaking is the first exposure that I really got to the genre as a whole, because at that time when it came out, Breaking came out in 1984,
It
and
just didn't move me like that.
I can remember.
Me either.
Yeah, that's the movie in my opinion that put the culture in the forefront, especially the expressive part of it, the dance part of it, the rhythmic part of it, right? Ozone and Turbo to me were like icons for years. Like years. You know what I mean? So that was it.
The Dookie drops on.
No, not during that time.
I'm just asking. I
Smart
don't know.
ass.
I'm asking.
And we didn't mention graffiti. At
And then
all.
the second one for me is Crush Groove. That's the
Definitely
second
loved
one.
Crush
Crush
Groove.
Groove was my shit because back then anything that had Run DMC was Run DMC for hip hop was what Michael Jackson was for pop. Back then,
Facts.
Absolute fact.
if they was
Yeah.
like that was must Run DMC in it, I'm there. Just like around that time, Thriller, Michael Jackson, cool.
When you look back on Crush Groove now that we're grown and now we can identify with it differently. If you look at the way it was done, it was a genius, because you know what it did? It told the story of the inception of Def Jam.
Yeah.
But you didn't think about it then. But now you're like, Russell was telling. I mean, it tells the whole freaking.
Yeah.
You did because you were 20 at the time, but I'm saying like for me, I didn't realize that
was
until a little
37
bit later on. You know what I
Crush
mean?
Groove came out.
But the
Shit.
way that it told the story, you gotta remember it. Crush Groove came out of what? 80 what?
84.
84.
And now he's 65. You look great.
Ain't
Thank you.
that about nothing. So yeah, those two. But breaking for me, hands down number one.
Thank you.
And then Crush Groove number two. You know what I mean? And then we go further because we can progress in time now and go. If you go into the 90s,
If you don't say this movie, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
scream.
What?
The Last Dragon, bro.
Yeah, that's another one. I was going there too. That's another one. Again,
Dragon was
the Last
crazy.
Dragon is hip hop. Do not do that,
No, I
sir.
didn't say it's not.
Okay, that's yeah. Then for
Job,
me,
sucker.
for me, like too, if you propel a little forward and you go into the 90s, now you got a whole bunch of them. You got Brown Sugar, which to me is I watch once a week right now. Right? You got Best Man. You got The
Back
Wood.
up, back
fall
up,
in
back
love
up,
with
back
hip
up.
You
hop.
went too far.
The best.
Yeah, that's hip hop to me. You know
skip,
why?
you skip some joints. though.
I know I'm not ordering them. I'm just saying like
You also said that you watch Brown Sugar at least once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah, we're not just going to unring that bell.
Okay, so
I don't
what
care
was
what
your
you
movie?
ring. Brown Sugar is incredible to me.
Yeah. I can dig it.
You know what I mean?
Can you dig
Come on,
it?
run them down, Case.
Yeah,
Come on,
run 'em down,
them
okay.
Hip hop movies of the 90s?
No, just in general. You said your favorite already, so
Yeah, my favorite is Juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just did not say Juice, and that is like the ultimate.
Yeah, that's
no,
that's
Juice
my
is dope.
favorite.
Yeah, Juice is
hip-hop
dope. It wasn't
movie
one of
is
my
Juice.
favorites, but it was dope. Juice is a dope movie. I thought the whole. Now for you, I'm gonna say this. The thing I got from Juice was the element of the DJ. I think that Juice, in my opinion, introduced a lot of people to the element.
That nigga made that tape for Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
In that room when he was cutting.
Yeah.
That was Scratch.
That was everything to me.
That was
Scratch that
That
did
was
that?
Scratch that did the scratching in that movie. Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't know either, but I'm
Yep.
glad I know now.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So in
Let me
conclusion,
fact check.
So in conclusion, we made the dedication today to
Stitch them
hip hop
creases.
because again, in case you're just joining us, Big Daddy Kane is coming to town tomorrow. We're all excited. J Tech is going to DJ the event. That's
Yep.
why he came in tonight. Is that Josephine's? If you're in Atlanta, is that Josephine's, which is where?
Josephine's, man, don't get me.
What's the
I haven't
address of
said the
You know,
address.
Buford?
No, over by the thing.
Yeah, over there by the
It's
thing.
on
By the
Buford
thing.
Highway.
Google it. You got this nowadays. we ain't got to tell you where it's
right
at.
next to the QT.
Josephine.
Yeah,
Lounge.
Josephine's Lounge starting at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that.
First of all, shout out to the to my man Quinn and the Jukebox Band.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them
They
too.
get it popping.
They get it popping.
So they're starting it
Yeah,
off
they're
tomorrow.
starting
Oh,
it off.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be great.
And we all going. Now,
Yes.
now here's what I want to do. This is petty as hell, but I don't give a F. I called Case.
Here we go.
Was it yesterday? Or the day before that? It was the day before that. Because today's Wednesday, is Monday. I called Case. I said, yo, we're going out
I
on
thought
Thursday.
that was Sunday.
No,
They
it was-
never call me ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to put that out
That
there.
was
like,
petty.
No, we called you when you invited us
no.
to your thing.
Nope.
Remember?
Don't do that. Y'all invited to all. Y'all invited to all of my shows. Y'all just don't come.
The point is this. If you don't see any video or pictures of Case at the event, I need you to be upset.
That means my wife.
No,
let me
no,
tell you,
no,
that
no,
means
no.
my wife.
Bring her too.
She put hands on me. I live in fear.
Tisha's going to allow you to go because I'm going to call and
Yeah,
ask her.
but what if she sends me with a black eye?
That's fine. You wear glasses when you go out anyway. So what difference
Yeah,
does it
but
make?
you can see the
Nah.
swelling.
Anyway, if you don't see Case at the event,
don't even care about
understand that that's
Come on
some
out,
BS because I asked him on Monday. I
She's
said,
not allowed to
Case,
go.
we're going out. Kane is coming. Case has a relationship with Big Daddy Kane. So basically, it's disrespectful to Kane if Case does not come out.
Right.
No, it's not.
Can I get
When
an
you say
amen?
relationship,
Suppose
though,
yeah, don't, yeah.
Anyway, so that's what the show is all about today. It was an ode to hip hop, a dedication, a tribute to hip hop, and it was cool to go around and share all these stories
It was
about
very cool.
hip hop.
It was.
You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
was.
It was a good time. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was.
And it's good to have these conversations. We invite you to have these conversations in your own circle. You know what I mean? Call your
Can you
friends
dig it?
when y'all having game night or y'all out, whatever. Like talk about the influence of different elements of hip hop because that's what it's all about.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
J Tech, we thank you for coming through, man, to the Kickback, bro.
Appreciate you,
Thank
man.
y'all for thank y'all for inviting me.
Tell them how to follow you too, by the way.
Instagram, the real JAYTEK. That's on everything. I don't even remember my Facebook password, but you can hit me up there. Twitter, the real JTech. I mean, that's what it is. That's how you can find me.
And he's literally one of the coldest I've ever heard. I'm telling you that, and I'm not speaking that
That's
lightly.
big.
He's one of the
By
coldest
the way,
I've
thank
ever
you for
heard.
saying all these nice things you've been saying about
My
me.
brother, man.
How
But
much
if you
he pay
wasn't,
you?
no, if
No,
I didn't know him, let me tell you something. If I didn't know him at all,
Yeah.
and I just heard him do it, I would say the same thing. When I first met, just real quick, the story is we didn't even talk about this. When I first came to Atlanta, J Tech was at Streets 945 in Atlanta. Case knows the story because he was where he was there, and
He's everywhere.
J Tech reached out to me when I first got here and was like, "Hey man, what you doing? Are you doing radio out here?" Brought me into Streets, and I ended up doing some radio there or whatever the case is before I went to V103. And he was always very supportive, and I went out to go listen to him DJ when I had just got here.
Okay.
I was in Atlanta maybe 2 weeks. And I went to go listen to him DJ. And I was like, this is insane. Like, if this is what Atlanta's all about, I got some growing to do because this dude is a monster. I'm telling you. And I've been blessed to work with some amazing DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you came out of Phoenix.
I came out of Phoenix. Shout out to M2 and DJ Flavor. And I mean, it's...
Tell him my favorite guy?
Who?
Chris Villa.
Yeah, Chris Villa is a beast. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
So I got to work with some very monsters. But this dude is you'll see tomorrow night. This dude's incredible. So shout out to him. Shouts out to you, Case. I love you to death, big bro.
Love y'all,
know
man.
what it is.
Yeah,
love you.
Comedian Alicia Coley, we love you. We love
y'all,
everything
man.
about you.
I love you motherfuckers too.
Oh, never mind. Take my love back because I don't like
love you.
the Kickback Podcast every single Wednesday. We'll see you next week. We
9
gone.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.